scary to share when the answers aren't clear. It's scary to say all the words tucked away. I just have to know. I have to know. I have to know. I have to know. So I'm coming out underneath when I come out from under. I hear loud as the thunder when I come out from under. I hear loud as the thunder when I come out from under. I hear loud as thunder and I stand. Oh, I stand inside.
Scratch that itch and slap that bitch. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
Red Skin. Skin.
Welcome.
Oh, Kevin Holly. That's what you should do, man. You should
Yeah.
have Kevin Holly.
Do it.
Start doing it right.
Come on, do it. That was a brutal opening. Welcome to the show, everybody. Holy schmoly guacamole.
You should. I want to hear them singing. Yeah, Kevin Holly. Yeah, come on, man.
I like it, yeah. I mean, I could do that, you know. Hey, pull that mic closer to your mug. We got Hall and Mimo in the house, everybody.
Hey,
Hell
how's
yeah.
everybody doing tonight?
Whew.
Everybody ready for turkey?
Turkey is tomorrow.
Yes.
No turkey talk tonight. I'm just kidding. We got a lot of turkey talk tonight. Because guess why? Because this guy's got chickens in his backyard. Patrick Welsh, everybody.
I'm sorry. I felt the spirit, and I had to yell out your name.
I love it when dudes yell out my name like that. I don't know why.
Lustful evening with a Muslim.
Welcome to the show, everybody. That was a brutal opening. Welcome, IRN. IRNBroadcast.com, the Internet Radio Network, IRN listeners. I hope you enjoyed this show. I'm not really feeling very well, you guys. I'm a bit. I don't know. I want to blame it on Patrick Welsh because I did the I'm Not Right Network show yesterday. I didn't do it. I was there. Patrick did the show. I was there. But Patrick, I don't know if it was. I feel like maybe I got salmonella from your chickens or something, dude. I don't know.
I think it was that DoorDash chicken that you were eating.
Yeah, it may have been. Welcome, Roger, Shane, Riz, His, Lawrence, Aurora, everybody in the chat. Randall. Yeah, join us in the chat if you're watching the show on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or Twitter. Also, call the show tonight, 727-550-7886. I'm for real, though, about this, Patrick. I did a little day drinking on the show. And what your show's 11 to 4, 11 to 3?
11 to 3.
Yeah, and I had a few beers and some popcorn chicken from Publix, and let's just say
he goes, I've only had one beer, and then he shows me like 4 caps from the tops of 4 beers.
it
He's
was
like,
pretty
"Here,
bad.
look."
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Well, I wonder. So, okay, let me ask Colin. How long is an average meal for you? Which she grew up outside the state, so that may be different. But what's an average meal like if you go out to a restaurant? Just like
I'm a hairdresser, so I eat really fast. So I'm not the right person to ask. But I would say 30 minutes of eating. But, altogether, probably an hour and a half.
You seem to have gotten really quick to the answer for someone that doesn't. Yeah, you know.
She went longer than you. So
Yeah.
it's,
Well, I graze during the day. I mostly eat after 3, you know. But I had to eat. Patrick, I was so hungry because I had so many beers at your house. At your
I'm
studio.
curious. How often do you drink? Like, what is a normal drinking session?
He won't
for you?
talk. He won't tell the truth anyways.
Oh,
we
yes,
don't
I
talk
will.
about that. No,
No,
you
I
won't.
totally will.
you
No,
won't.
I will.
He won't.
I do enjoy a dark beer. I don't drink liquor, and you pretty much won't ever catch me day drinking, unless it's a special event like the Thanksgiving or if we're doing something like boating. You know what I mean?
Her ex-wife gets in a car crash. Is that what it was?
She did actually. Yeah, yeah. My morning was basically shot. Dude, this is kind of. Let me explain it. So your show starts at 11. At 10:30, I'm supposed to meet my ex-wife to do a child exchange because it was her day with our 13-year-old. Right? No big deal. We meet at the Publix, not too far from our houses there. Right? And I figured, 30 minutes to drive back to Newport Richey, no big deal. Spring Hill to Newport Richey. And she's like, I'm running 15 minutes late. Text me. And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, she's running 15 minutes late. And I thought, of course, what every ex-husband would think, like, oh, she's doing it just to make me late, because I told her I had somewhere to be, But, of course, that was not the issue. She got an offender bender. And then she was like, hey, I'm an offender bender, And so I actually drove towards her because she told me that the guy was acting crazy. He got out of the truck, and was like waving his arms around. So she was on the phone with 911 in the car. And she held the phone out like the window or whatever. And he heard the 911 operator say, get back in your car and wait, And so he did. And I still couldn't find her. I'm driving the vet, and I'm like kind of snaking back into the neighborhoods behind our meeting spot at the Publix trying to see where she was cutting through, whatever happened, And I never found her. But she texted me, to make it a long story short, and said that the state troopers were there and everything's cool, whatever. And she took some selfies because it was kind of funny how angry the guy was. He's like, he's like a jobber guy in a big truck. So I'm like, oh, man. She goes, can you keep our daughter? And I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm like, is everybody okay? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, damn it. Just kidding. So I have to keep my daughter. So then I have to go past Patrick's studio back towards my neighborhood to drop her off. And then I'm like, God, bless it. Now my daughter's going to be home. Grandma and grandpa are next door. My other daughter's older and she's in and out, And I'm like, she'll be fine. She'll hang out for a few hours. But then I was like, well, the rest of the day I was going to work, but now I'll have my kid. So I won't be working. So I grabbed a 6-pack of beer and I went back to your show with some popcorn chicken from Publix. And I ate the popcorn chicken a little bit at a time. And maybe it got, because I didn't have it in a cooler, you know what I mean? I had it in a DoorDash bag, but it wasn't like, it was insulated, but it didn't stay cold because I drank the beers way too fast.
Was the chicken one of your supposed deliveries and you just fucked up on it? You just didn't deliver it. You're like, oh, I guess I'll eat
That's
this.
a good question, Patrick.
Hey, man, I'm
Good
trying to-
question.
Has
Trying to
he
make
told you about
Christmas
his
money.
errors and
Oh,
deliveries?
Come
I have
on.
sisters who also do Uber Eats, and I've heard about theirs. So
I did. I had a major F up. Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to. I'm just wondering. I'm assuming that's not the only one.
Well, no, that I actually bought that from Publix, the popcorn chicken, along with that. So the only reason I bought a 6-pack of that particular beer is because I never find that beer anywhere else. You know what I mean? So to me, it was like the Sweet Bay IPA in a bottle. You never see it in a bottle. You always see the 12-pack cans, and I don't want to spend $20 on a 12-pack. You know what I mean? Of beer that I might only want 1 or 2 of. So I bought that 6-pack, but they were so goddamn good. And I'm sitting there, and Patrick's making me laugh, and I'm just like, crack, another one. And I ended up drinking like 37 beers, I think. Something like that. I don't know. But holy crap, dude, I feel like I'm pooping water right now. Over a 6-pack of beer and popcorn chicken. I'm telling you, man, when I went outside to pee and I was talking to your chickens, like legit, Patrick's got chickens in the backyard. I think maybe I touched some raw chicken parts, petting them, talking to them.
wait. Yeah, but they were alive, so it's all good.
No, we sacrificed them. There's piles of them back there.
No, you don't.
I made fishing hooks out of the bones.
Your kids speak to you. Okay.
Looking in the chat, Autumn Stover's in the chat, says hello. What's up, Autumn?
Hey, Autumn.
Randall says, does that include bathroom time? Kevin would enjoy a hot cup of Genevieve. Thank you, Resonance. That's true. Penis Game Amy in the chat says, I just made deviled eggs, and now my house smells like egg farts. Yeah,
I'm curious. Do you put paprika on top of them or no?
Of what? Deviled eggs?
Deviled eggs.
Yeah,
You're
I think you're
yeah,
supposed to.
yeah, I think you have to.
It's part of the
You
recipe.
have to?
That's like
Yeah,
putting the
yeah.
cheese
I
powder.
don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to.
It's like putting the cheese powder on
I
mac
don't
and
like
cheese.
them,
You
but I
have
know
to.
how to make them. You have to do that,
Yeah.
though.
And what about, don't people put like grapes or like weird shit in there at times?
No,
Like,
I wouldn't. That's
they
gross.
mash it
or
all
what,
up.
What do they put? There's some people put like, what is it?
It's
Raisins? Something. I've
mayonnaise
seen like
What?
weird shit
no,
before.
No,
and
no, like raisins do not belong in stuffing.
raisins don't belong in
Period.
anything, man. I think
They really
things should
don't.
remain
they
separate.
Really don't.
I think raisins. Let's not segregate the raisins.
Oh,
I
I'd
mean,
segregate
the
everything. man.
California
Yeah, I know.
raisins are good people, man. You know what I mean? And also,
Exactly, and they should sing in their club
For
and not
kids.
go into the other
Right.
ones.
They hear it through the grapevine. We hear it elsewhere. So.
come on.
Not for real, man. I hate things mixed. I like oatmeal cookies. I like raisins. Don't mix them.
Don't mix them. What about Raisin Bran? Like raisins
No,
and
fuck
cereal?
that,
No,
man.
no,
Oh, come
nobody
on.
eats that.
Disgusting.
Nobody eats
Dude,
that.
that's
It's
so
gross.
It's nasty.
gross.
It's
so
delicious.
nasty. No.
No,
You
it's
guys are
not.
ridiculous.
No,
Do you put
Ugh.
sugar on it?
Oh yeah.
No, sugar will kill you.
No, definitely.
No, you have
Cancer,
to. You'd
man.
have to. You'd have to.
have to.
No.
It tastes nasty.
I like the taste of the oats, the bran, if you will.
Even
I like it.
even though wheat thins have the frosted side, or whatever they are. What are they? The
They're-
wheat ones.
The
Wheat squares.
Frosted
whatever
Flakes.
they're.
Frosted
no,
Flakes.
no. That's
She's
different.
naming off the generic brand that you get at like Save-A-Lot. You're like,
No,
what are they called?
They
though?
have like a frosted side and it's wheat and whatever.
Wheat side. Frosted
Everyone
wheat.
else knows what I'm talking about. But you still have to put sugar on it. It's just nasty. I don't eat cold cereal for breakfast anyways, so.
Shane B says raisins and chili.
Fuck.
That's an obvious dig right there. No relish, no raisins, etc. in the eggs. I could go along with that. Like, I only like relish on a hot dog, and I don't eat a lot of hot dogs.
I hate relish. I hate it.
Not a fan either.
I don't do
It's
pickles
disgusting.
at
And
all.
I don't like sweet pickles. I like dill pickles.
I'm
dill
sure you
pickles.
do. Yeah, dill.
I love dill pickles.
You like the dill.
Kosher. But not sweet pickles. It's disgusting. Patrick, did you ever pick up a sweet pickle by accident and eat it?
Oh,
Well, I don't.
come on.
How would you do that?
Because they have them in a
I'm saying if
dish
you're-
at someone's
Yeah, you
house.
gotta open the jar and
No,
I don't know
you
if
eat
you're
them
just
at a
like-
dish at someone's house.
it looks like a pickle. You
I've
probably
accidentally done that, and I was just ugh.
so you got the wrong
Yeah, I
pickle.
don't think so.
You went for a pickle that you thought you would like. You got the wrong pickle.
Right.
Yeah, like Patrick's is anti-pickle, just like I am. However,
See,
Oh no,
I
I like pickle.
oh,
I
for
like
crying out
dill.
loud.
I like dill
I
pickle.
like pickles are good, man.
What kind?
I
what
like
kind
cucumbers too.
do you like? What kind do you like? I love cucumbers.
I don't have like how many different types of pickles are there? I
well,
don't know
do you like
whichever
dill?
one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. So he likes dill. Like
Mark
me.
the tape.
There's dill or there's what is it? Butter something or other.
I
It's
like
sweet.
dill.
It's gross.
I'm sure there's all kinds of different ones, and we're like, there's like two.
I know.
'Cause that's the only options we get. There's two of them. That's all I know.
Yep.
There's a Bud Light.
Penis Game Amy says, I like a good long wiener and a long pickle.
Now, do you really like length? I would most women. I would think girth would be more enjoyable than
Girth
length.
is more enjoyable. Girls don't give a shit about length.
The curve that hits the G spot inside that thing you got going on down there.
Whatever
But
that,
the
whatever
important.
that
G
is.
spot ain't way in there.
That's
so
nothing. I mean, it's like right.
But the curve part,
One
like,
inch
I'm
in.
a big fan of the curve.
I know, but the G spot's right there. It's not like
True.
way.
That's
it would-
true.
It's not
it would
way in
actually,
the back.
It would actually be better to have like a 3-inch curved dick to hit.
Thank you.
Well, honestly,
Girth,
Hey!
girth is
Then
more
like,
important than length.
727-550-7886.
more
Call me,
important
ladies.
than
Yeah.
length.
Yeah. No, I've heard that.
So, and that's the truth.
I'm
but let me
laughing
tell
at
you-
the comment. I look like I'm in an interrogation
But
room.
you do. I'm sorry, dude.
But the mouth is better than anything. So.
Who's the good cop, bad cop? Which she would be?
Hold on. I think I can zoom in on just you. Let me see here.
Who?
On Patrick. Anyway, dude, I want to get into Thanksgiving talk.
I'm sorry. Can I?
What?
I think you said I look like a criminal.
What?
That's what I got out of that.
What with your beanie?
Why else would I be in an interrogation room? I'm an accused suspect, right? I think that's what he's saying. I look like a criminal. I'm sorry. I'm actually offended. I didn't realize your viewers were that way, Kevin.
I'm sorry that you had to find out this way, dude.
Sorry to interrupt your Thanksgiving talk.
What is going on here? There's Holland. Okay, I'm trying to get you just on camera, and I'm making it not happen. Anyway, yeah. So you guys, tomorrow's Thanksgiving,
Yep.
right?
Gobble gobble.
It's Thanksgiving Eve tonight. I got so many sound bites already from Holland. Just I like dill, gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
I like pickle. Anyway, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I know Holland's got a big family,
Yes,
so you're probably going to see a lot of people.
probably.
Patrick, I know you've got like a wife and like I think 17 children, so you're probably going to do your own thing. maybe I don't know.
I mean, I'm literally gonna do my own thing. My wife works.
Oh,
Usually
yeah.
the family like kind of gets together, a lot of people, but they're kind of not. So
How many? Your wife delivers babies, so every time she delivers a baby on Thanksgiving, it's a Thanksgiving baby. That's got to be kind of cool, you know. I'm just saying.
I guess I don't know. Is it-
He doesn't care.
Well, I don't know.
Doesn't care.
I don't know if tomorrow Thursday is going to be any different than last Thursday or next Thursday.
Do you want to
I don't
come?
know.
Oh, I can't invite people to my mom's house. She said no guests, but I would invite you and the girls, man.
Oh, I don't want to go.
Oh, okay, fine.
No, no,
That's
fine.
fine.
So my
whatever.
girls are-
Pat's got better things to
Oh,
do.
he has
Everybody.
better things
Pat's
to
I
do.
am. I'm actually going to be doing work tomorrow, man. My girls are going to go to grandma's, and I'm going to do some work around the house. I'm going to take care of that green pool, a little bit of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. He's got a green pool. Everybody, everybody. Michelle Lynn Smith in the chat. Sorry to say your whole name like that. I just read it. Nice haircut, Kevin. Who does your hair? That girl on the camera right there does my hair.
I do Michelle's hair too.
Hell yeah.
I saw you said we're going to share horror stories. From,
Yeah, you
so
guys
do
wanna
you
do that?
have? I don't. I can't
couldn't
think
find
of a.
any.
I can't think of a horror story. What?
To be
I've got
truthful,
several.
I was very, very, very.
I was
Busy at
traumatized by
work
the
today.
overcooked yams. I don't know what horror
well,
story.
let me give
Oh,
you.
dude, I forgot. Oh my gosh, I remember one Thanksgiving, my grandma killed my grandpa. I totally forgot about it.
I mean,
I don't know what a horror.
not what I was
horror-
going for.
Well, I don't know what a horror story is for Thanksgiving.
Well, I'll tell you. You know, I twice this has happened to me. I am not lying. Twice, people have died right before eating Thanksgiving. Right before.
Like you're getting ready to sit down and eat dinner, and they
So
just
we're sitting
keel you
down.
At
over.
your family?
Yeah. So
What?
So yeah, let me tell you.
It's usually after they eat, right?
So
I think
my
so,
first
yeah.
husband, we're at his parents' house, and we're about to eat dinner. This happened maybe 25 years ago. We're about to eat dinner. We all sit down. His dad's about to pray, and then the phone rings. He takes the phone. He still had a cord on it. Went to the other, pulled it into the kitchen, was talking, and he came out and he sat down. He didn't say anything, and he goes, "That was my brother. My dad just died,
Huh.
but I'm okay."
Holy
And then he prayed and we ate dinner. But and then 3 years ago, my cousin died right before we ate dinner.
What are you doing before? Did you go for like a 2K run or something ridiculous?
No, it's ridiculous.
I
It's
don't-
terrible.
At the dinner table the second time, or
Yes.
just
We
okay?
were eating. We just started eating, and then we knew she was probably going to die soon.
What? How old is this? Who is this again?
She was only 40.
Okay, okay.
41. My cousin, my first cousin. We were very close.
Fourth husband, third cousin,
No.
twice removed. Yes.
First husband, his grandfather died,
So
and
sorry.
then my cousins.
I,
But listen, I have a funny story.
please,
Okay.
for the love of
To
God,
light-
everyone's crying right
To
now.
lighten the spirit. Okay. So when I was raising my children, we had a really nice house over by Ridgewood High School. And my husband's sister lived down the street.
Which husband?
My first husband.
Okay.
The father of my children.
Okay.
Daniel. So Daniel's sister lived down the street, but she's a little older than me and thinks she's. Sorry, Monica, if you're listening. She's a little. Thinks she does everything perfect. Okay. So I said this year I wanted to make the turkey. And we have a huge family. So I made 2 turkeys. And I brought one over. And then I left one at the house, which was 4 houses away. While I'm over there, I said, "Oh, well, I have another turkey, so if we run out, you know." And she goes, "It's okay. I also made 3 chicken breasts, or turkey breasts." And I'm thinking to myself, why? She goes, "Well, just in case something happened." She was thinking I would do a terrible job. And so she had to put it upon herself, even though I said I was making the turkey, to make 3 turkey breasts as well. So they finished the turkey, and I'm like, I'm going to go get the other turkey. So I go over to the house, and the dog had taken the turkey from on top of the counter and had it on the floor in the living room. And I thought, my
What?
God.
What
I'm
kind of
supposed
dog?
It was a lab.
Labs normally don't misbehave like that.
I know. I jumped up on the stove and stole the fucking turkey. And so I had to go walk back over to my sister-in-law's house and explain to her.
Wait, did it eat the bones and everything too?
Yes.
Oh no, you gotta get
I
that.
had to grab it. I had it like, I thought the dog was going to attack me for taking the bones away. But I wasn't there for like an hour and a half, and that dog somehow got up on the stove.
Was the dog okay? I mean,
Yeah, the dog's fine.
All right.
Well, not now. I mean,
your
it's
stories are not
deceased.
the type of horror
But
stories I was
listen,
looking
so we
for.
get back to
Colin.
so I get back to the house. She goes, "Oh, where's the other turkey?" And I said, "Well, the dog, Chino ate it." And she goes, "Oh, okay. Well, good thing I made all these breasts, these turkey breasts. We'll have enough." But like she expected me to fail, and I did miserably. It was terrible.
That's a horrible turkey story.
It
I
was.
going
Alright.
along the lines more of a more
All right, let's hear your story.
Now,
Well-
was the lab drunk?
No, I don't know how the lab had never been up on the stove before.
How about this story? Florida man says, "I'm sorry to do this on Thanksgiving while robbing a Burger King." That's more like what I was looking for, Holland. But Jesus, now, I don't know how to come out of this, Holland. I don't know what to do. No, but I do have some funny turkey Thanksgiving stories. Man, none of these look good anymore. Jesus, they're all terrible.
Are you related to Amy
No.
Patrick? Amy Welsh?
No, that's penis game, Amy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just sent her packing for the day.
No.
Yeah. It's okay. You didn't know.
I mean, there's not a lot of Welshes, but there's enough that we're.
Are you actually Welsh? Did you do a 23andMe?
It's Patrick Italian.
No,
I'm
man.
partly
I
Welsh.
would never. Do
My
that.
name's Tony Italian. Hey. Oh.
No, his name's Patrick.
Patrick Welsh.
No, my great grandparents are from Ireland, so yeah, most of my family's like Northern Europe and whatnot. So.
Yeah, me too.
Have you ever exposed yourself to a delivery driver, Holland? You ever been like,
No.
"Hey, come on in, check this out"?
What, to the Uber Eats guy?
Yeah, specifically, yeah, or DoorDash, whatever. No.
No.
I had a friend that we were in high school. Wyatt Miller delivering for I think it was Dino's Pizza. He went to, I won't say her last name, but Brandy's house. Brandy had graduated a couple years before us, and she answered the door naked and wanted Wyatt to come in and have sex with her. Well,
What?
Wyatt didn't want to, so he told us about it. So my friend Mansell looked up her phone number in the phone book, and he called her, and he went over and he banged her. Not only that night, but a couple other times, and then she eventually wanted me to do the same thing, but I didn't want to. Come to find out, her husband was into it. He would sit in the other room
Cuckold.
And watch?
and
Yeah.
and like listen and whatnot. But
Oh, my
she was
goodness.
like 22, whatever. We're like 16, 17,
man.
and I delivered pizzas, man. I had a
So did
couple
I,
times like people like scantily clad answer the door, but nobody ever like naked or like.
Well, this guy in St. Pete is a landlord, and he exposed himself to delivery drivers. According to complaints that were filed, a winding trail of court records spells out accusations against Crest building owner Samuel Boutros. He's got a mask on. Here, let me pull it up so y'all can see it. Why do you have to say he's got a mask on, Kevin? Whoops. Where is it at here?
So he was ordering food, they were delivering, and he was like, "Huh?"
Yeah, well-
flashing them.
Starts a decade ago. He was, as downtown was poised for a business and cultural renaissance, a young real estate developer bought one of the district's most prominent buildings, the Crest Building. He says, "I'm going to make it more attractive." At the time, I'm going to be aggressive. In the years after he bought it, he appeared online as a man about town. Blah, 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 right? But more recently, he developed another reputation, whispered among service industry workers and tenants of his properties, and backed up by a long, winding trail of court records. 6 people have accused him of inappropriate sexual behavior.
I'm sorry to laugh. Oh shit.
4 of them were food delivery drivers who said Boutros was naked when they arrived at the Crest Building. Another woman who lived in one of Boutros' residential buildings said he pressured her to send him nude photos and have sex with him after she fell behind on her rent. Well, what a scumbag landlord. Although, giving opportunity, you don't have to get kicked out,
That's what I was gonna say. He's not kicking her out.
Yeah. The other...
Hey, she doesn't have to stay there.
No,
It's
she's
kinda like-
behind on her rent. for
Like you
crying out
don't
loud.
you don't have to work at this place if
No.
you don't. You know what I'm saying? You're not being forced to do anything.
Hey, you're still obligated to pay the rent, even though you're getting evicted. You
Right,
still have
you
a balance.
You still.
You still owe. You know,
I was trying to relate to vaccine bullshit. I don't know if you got that.
no, I didn't.
No, we didn't.
Oh, you
at
don't even
all.
that went way over your head?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
saying, like, she doesn't have to continue living there. You don't have to continue working at the job. You don't have to get the vaccine. Nobody's forcing you to do
Oh,
anything.
Yeah, of course not. No.
They didn't force her to fuck.
No.
She chose to do that. Nobody
Yeah.
said she had to live in that apartment.
Opportunity. It knocks.
That gets disgusting, though. I read ahead.
Knocking boots, you know. Anyway, the other accuser was his ex-wife, who told police that she found troubling videos on his computer involving her daughter. Ooh,
Wow.
gross.
And it doesn't elaborate either, right?
Wow.
No.
You're just left to just what?
Well, last spring, one of the drivers complained to the St. Pete Police Department's internal watchdog, sparking a review by a detective and the agency's lawyer. This was updated 2 days ago. Who cares? Anyway, he denied that he pressured his former tenant to send him pictures and perform sexual acts. You know, he denied
It's
anything inappropriate happened to his stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter, though.
Yeah.
Now why didn't they say that?
It doesn't make it better, Patrick.
Yeah, it's a way big difference, man.
You weirdo.
And she could be 19 still living at home, 24. We have no idea. She could be 35 years old still living at home. I guess not by his age, but why would they not say stepdaughter at first? You know what I'm saying? They said daughter at first, and then they used stepdaughter after. Like, why?
They actually, yeah, I get that, but they actually have a case-by-case breakdown
that does
here.
make a big difference, honestly.
No, yeah, especially
It does.
legally. In one case,
Oh, come on.
a male
No,
driver.
Patrick, it does.
No, I'm reading what this first dude says.
Read it.
In one case, a male delivery driver, 52, told police that he rounded a corner and saw a naked man who came out of the bathroom into the hallway. Oh, he didn't have clothes on. He didn't. I didn't. Did he say that he came out and was like,
Hey, look at this. Maybe he pooped
yeah.
his pants.
He didn't go, dude, you want to check out these glasses? Come on, look.
Yeah, maybe he was like crossing his arms over his junk, and he's like, "Don't look
You
at me."
missed that too. I was doing a callback with your magnifying,
bless it, I suck.
magnifying glasses.
Yeah, with the poop
whatever.
thing. Yeah. My bad, dude.
Okay, that's not that bad. He came around the corner. What did he do? Oh, woohoo! That's not.
Well, okay, a few months later, a 30-year-old Grubhub driver heard a man say, "Come in, but I warn you." Before she went inside, he told her he was a nudist. She told police. Another case, a DoorDash driver, 60 years old, picked up an order for Sam B. from a pizza restaurant. A woman in the building warned her the customer was naked, but the driver didn't think she was serious. Listen, if somebody tells me as a delivery driver, hey, dude's naked up in there, I'm taking that seriously. I don't want to see that. That actually happened to me. Holland, Patrick, I'll tell you. I was doing an Uber Eats delivery. Wasn't on Thanksgiving, right? May have been on Thanksgiving Eve. I can't remember. But I went to this, a really large assisted living facility. I'm talking like 10 stories. It looked like a condo over on the water, And I thought it was a condo, but when I finally pulled up, there was security and an entrance, and it was an ALF, So they all had apartment numbers, and I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at the order, and I'm like, okay, it's like apartment like 702 or something like that. So I had to find the elevator. I finally make it up there. And I go to the door to knock on it, and there's two peepholes, okay? One peephole's at regular height, you know what I mean? Like 5'7" and 3/4 probably, right? And you can, there's a peephole, the guy can look out at you. Then there's another peephole at like 3 foot off the bottom of the door, like in the middle of the bottom of the door. And I'm like, what's that all about? And then my deductive reasoning starts kicking in, and I'm starting to look, and there's some scuff marks on the outside of the bottom part of the door, and I immediately think wheelchair. The guy's in a wheelchair. He's got a smaller peephole so he can pull up sideways in his wheelchair and look and see, He's probably been hitting it with the wheels to open the door. So I knock, and the door is cracked open, and it opens like an inch. And it says, bring inside, or meet at door, or whatever, So I'm like, hey, food's here. And he's like, come on in. I just grabbed a shower. And I see one big bare foot on the end of a footrest on a wheelchair. You know what I mean? And that's all I see through the crack of the door. He's like, come on in. Don't be shy. Just put it on the counter in the kitchen, And I was like, okay. And I pushed the door open. He had a nice, clean apartment, And I see his entire body. He's like 500 pounds in this wheelchair. And he's got a white towel over his midriff, covering him. And he's like, yeah, and he's all wet. And he's like, I just grabbed a shower. Just put it on the counter there. And I've got like 2 liters and like a giant bag of Denny's, right? And he goes, put it on the counter there. I just grabbed a shower, whatever. And I was like, yeah, no problem. And he's like wiping himself off with a towel. And then he grabs the towel as he's looking at me, and he pulls it up off his junk, and he's completely fucking naked. And he starts toweling off his face and his hair with the little white towel that he had. And his balls were like baseballs. And they
Were you looking?
I had no choice. I was like, oh my God, good Lord.
You can't help but look, I think.
Yeah, and it was a
think it's-
mess, bro. His balls were as big as your head. Together, his sack was as big as Patrick Welsh's head, and equally hairy with the beard. And it wasn't
How old was this gentleman?
probably our age, and
Okay.
all of his ball sack hair was black, and it was like this giant muff, dude. You know. And I'm like, good God. And I just dropped the food on the floor. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, sir? Are you kidding me? Are you for real right now? And he's like, what? I just got out of the shower. And I'm like, this poor old man in an ALF, you know? He doesn't know why I'm mad. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, have a great day, sir. And I like slammed the door and I went down the hallway like, are you fucking kidding me? Fucking shit. You know? That was etched in my brain, man.
He was like our age, living in an assisted living facility.
I know,
Yeah.
that's kind of weird. Why?
That's why he was
Why?
probably had some kind of disability. It doesn't matter what age
I
you
love
are.
that. He's 500 pounds. He probably has something wrong. with him.
Well, yeah, there was obviously, you know what I mean? He had a nice place. It was an expensive ALF. He had a family that probably loved him or some kind of pension or
Oh
something.
yeah,
you
they
know?
loved him.
Yeah.
They loved him.
Maybe, I don't know.
No, you look good.
Sean B
It's
says
400
Sean B
pounds
says
is
he wanted to
okay.
give you a tip.
Shane B.
Shane B, that's what I meant.
He wanted to give me, yeah, he wanted to give me the tip. Scruffy's like, asshole. Yeah, that's exactly how it was, man. So, okay. I do have my own personal Thanksgiving horror story.
Let's hear it. Let's hear
And
it.
it's more of an uplifting one, and sorry, Amy, I get it. It should have been more. Holland should have been more on the ball with that story.
I know. I was very busy. I had other things going on today.
all
I
good.
wanted to come up with some funny
Just
content,
playing with you.
but I'm just saying
It was funny.
it
Yeah.
was.
It just,
It
you know,
wasn't really.
yeah. I thought it was great. So okay, when you're having Thanksgiving, you know, traditionally, like you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
you're at your family's house. You got husbands, ex-husbands, ex-husbands twice removed, ex-husbands 3 times removed,
Stop that.
cousins married to cousin. I'm just kidding.
Got guests getting ready to die.
What the fuck? And Patrick, you know, his wife is delivering Thanksgiving babies, you know, into little baskets with, you know.
Is she working on Thanksgiving? Your wife?
Yeah, you can't stop deliveries. You can't just go.
So she
we're,
is.
We're
She's going-
closed.
So she is working.
Yeah,
Can you
no
imagine if the
babies.
hospital said that? Sorry, we're closed till 6 o'clock
Sorry.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I grew up more similar to Holland. You know, like I don't know, Patrick. We're probably quite similar as well. But I had a very traditional Thanksgiving event upbringing. You know,
Well, no, I grew up in Europe. We didn't have Thanksgiving.
God bless it. Of course you didn't.
I can tell you mine, man. We went to my dad's side of his family. We went to one part for Thanksgiving and the other part for Christmas, and we alternated.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it wasn't that big. It was pretty small. It wasn't like a big thing because
We
most
used to
of the
have
family
big ones,
lived
yeah.
outside of the neighborhood or the area. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, I didn't have a lot of family where I lived. Like down here too. I don't have any fucking family down here.
Oh, you've got me though, Patrick. You've got me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My pool's not green. You're welcome anytime.
No, but since we moved to the States, we've had traditional Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we
Did
do.
you do
know.
anything with like when you lived in other countries?
No,
Do they they don't have any some?
no.
My gosh, man, I've seen so many stories now about how it's like it's the horrors of all. You should talk. Let's go talk about the real genocidal stuff, not your bullshit. Oh, 2018. Oh, wow.
Genocide. I mean, come on. It's Thanksgiving Eve, man. You know what? Before I tell my story, let me lighten the mood here real quick here. I've got a Thanksgiving song for everybody.
It's a Thanksgiving song.
It's only 50 seconds long. Tell me what y'all think. It's Grandma, what are you cooking for Thanksgiving? You ready for this?
Yes.
It's Grandma, what are you cooking for Thanksgiving?
But look at here. Look. Look. I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes,
Hell
chicken,
yeah.
turkeys, rat. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat.
All right.
Beans,
Okay,
greens,
you need it.
potatoes, tomatoes.
What is it? Let me see, Patrick.
No. So, but real quick, I mean, that's fun and games
It's
and
just
everything. But,
stupid Time magazine stuff.
but we can get to it because in the second hour, I want to talk about apologizing for Thanksgiving. But I want to keep it lighthearted for the first hour because a lot of people are busy tonight, and I feel that people will drop off probably towards the end and get some sleep. You know, maybe not. I hope you don't. Those of you night owls out there,
Yeah,
call
but a
the
lot
show.
of people don't. They don't have to get up and go to work tomorrow, so they're probably staying up late.
Yeah. I didn't say it was a new song though, Shane B. He says that song was old. I know.
I love the Adam Sandler Thanksgiving song. That's what
That
when,
is
when you
that
said
is
that.
awesome.
That's old like my balls.
I mean, that's what when you said it, I was like, it's a Thanksgiving song. It is
Yeah.
such a good song.
Maybe I'll play it during the break. I don't know.
My favorite is Alice's Restaurant. Do you know that one? Goes on. It's like 4 hours long.
Oh, let's play that. Break time.
You can.
And I said, what about Alan breakfast?
Breakfast.
No,
at
no, no.
Collins Airport.
No, Alice's Restaurant. They play it on the radio every single Thanksgiving, and it goes on and on and on and on.
Oh, I don't know if I
It's
can
like
do
an hour
that.
long, for no joke. How do you not know that song? You can have anything you want.
Fucking fire!
at
Fire!
Alice's
What have you done?
Restaurant.
I have never heard that. Alice's Restaurant? I had been.
Oh my God! Look it up.
I know Flo and Mel and Alice and all that shit. I think
Alice's
from,
Restaurant.
What was it? Kiss My Grits. What show was that? Was that called Alice?
That was Alice's.
What was that called?
That
Alice. It was just called Alice.
That's right.
I know, but what's the song called again? I'll pull it up.
Alice's Restaurant.
Alice's Restaurant. All
So
right.
the whole song, he's talking about stupid, stupid stuff. And then at the very end, he goes, "Oh right." He kept saying throughout the whole thing. Well, I forgot. This is a song about Alice.
It's 18 minutes long.
I told you it's really long.
God, they did torture
They're
you.
talking
didn't
about. They're talking about going to. They're talking about going to Vietnam and all this
Oh,
other
it sounds
crazy
great.
stuff.
Yeah, your Thanksgiving stories are so splendid, Holland.
No, this is.
they? One day I was killing Charlie in the woods.
No, we're gonna get in trouble now for playing this.
We all stood up, and Obie stood up with the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures, and the judge walked in, sat
It's a
down.
dude
with-
sitting
What
on
the
a,
fuck
a
is this?
stool with his guitar.
Listen.
It looks like Pauly Shore.
Seeing our dog, and he sat down. We sat down. Obie looked at the seeing eye dog.
Opie looked at the CNI dog.
Then the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one, and looked at the seeing eye dog.
Oh, dad joke alert.
What?
Dude walks into a bar with his dog,
Okay.
and the bartender says, "No dogs allowed." And the dude picks the dog up by the tail, and well, he's blind, and he swings the dog around, and he puts it back down on the bar stool. And the bartender's like, "What the hell was that?" And he says, "Relax, I'm just having a look around."
Got it.
I don't get it.
I went.
That was a dad joke.
Stupid. I went to a strip club and I asked the bartender. I delivered Uber Eats to the Brass Flamingo the other day for real.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she tipped me $2. By the way,
That was it?
A bartender at a strip club tipped
What
me
the
$2.
heck?
I got a mohawk.
Bartenders
you
should know better.
Yeah, you'd think she'd tip me more just for the mohawk
I
that you
know,
got me.
I
Thanks,
know, it's
Alan.
so sexy. We got to trim it
Hell
up.
yeah.
I'm
Trim it
shocked
up
she
on
even
Friday.
tipped you, to be honest with you.
So I looked at her and I said, "Yeah, twerking hard or hardly twerking?"
Did you really? No,
Did
he
you
not.
really?
He's lying. He's lying. I
You
could see
did.
him doing it, but
See,
she's
she-
probably pretty, and he probably wanted.
She probably had a
couldn't-
$4 tip ready for
I
her, too, and
couldn't-
she took 2 away after that stupid
No,
trick.
you get the joke for that. But I couldn't see her. It was so dark in there, and the lady dancing, it was like sunlight. Then you walk inside, pitch black. And I walked right into a bar stool. First thing I did was my second step, bam!
You gotta hide the scars and the cigarette burns. And
The bullet wounds. Yeah, all the scabbies.
So Shane B knew that song.
Of course, Shane B knows everything.
you're
man.
like, oh, wow, you had kids when they did the C-section vertically. I don't know if you know, they changed how they did it. My mom got the vertical cut, and now they do
Yeah.
it horizontally.
They
'cause
do it
hides-
horizontally.
it
I
hides
had
it.
mine 30.
So now they can
horizontally.
still wear a bathing suit. Back in the day, I was like, oh, wow, you have a nice, you have a horizontal one.
Can we
Well,
see it?
My mom had 2 of them.
Here,
She has
I
stretch
did.
marks
I
from
had,
it. It's
I
not
had 3
good.
C-sections. I have 4 children. But
You don't have to
after
show
the
us. I'm
twins,
playing. I'm
after
joking.
the twins, I had to get a tummy tag. So they took out that entire scar, you know,
Oh, and they
give
rolled
you
it
a
up
whole new
and-
one.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing: when you wear panties, you don't see that scar at all.
Especially if you're
Even-
bent
even-
over and the
even-
dude's like right up in there, like you don't see that scar at all.
I guess you would know.
I don't think
So,
you
Just
care.
saying. Yeah.
don't think
I
you
don't.
care
I
at
don't
that
care. Yeah.
point.
No.
I have a foot
Are
and
you
a
in
half long.
love or not? You know.
I have a 1.5 foot long scar on my back, and I'm always, I think about it. So I'm like, just so you know, I have a 1.5 foot long scar on my back,
Yeah.
but nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
No,
Yeah. They just want to.
that's from heart surgery. It's like, okay,
I met a girl with a huge scar, like a burn on her belly. Well, I was out. Anyway, she's so hot. And I told her I would lick that scar.
Oh
I'd
my
totally
God.
lick it. I would just lick that scar. Ugh, so gross. Not the scar, but me licking it. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of licking scars,
It's like looking her anywhere though. For real.
like what? Like an armpit?
yeah, or an
Yeah.
arm.
Who does
or
that?
a hand, or
Patrick, you've been around
Neck.
the block.
I
you know.
don't understand the licking to the armpits.
No,
that
that
doesn't
I don't
make
get.
any
What about
I
the? You ever suck on some
he
toes,
was
Patrick?
joking.
No, I'm not
Ew.
into that
No? All right.
either.
No,
I
Kevin's
don't
into that.
I'm not into
Are
that.
you really?
No,
He's
not at
into
all.
feet. He's into toes.
No, not really.
That's why he likes his feet
No,
waxed.
no, it's not true.
That's why he likes his.
I just wanted to try it.
Kevin, be honest. There's other listeners out there in the same position. Come on, make them feel
Now,
better
have
about
you
themselves.
legitimately
He's
like
lying.
sucked on toes and licked and?
No, I've waxed his toes.
No.
He's really big about his feet. He sends me pictures of his feet. If he injures one in an accident, he sends me photographs of it. Like he's so upset that his feet were injured.
I did injure my feet one time, and I was like, checked. I didn't send it to you. I showed it to you in person.
No, you also sent me pictures.
It was
What's
a bad injury.
Hey, let me ask about feet. What's up
Yeah.
with Aaron Rodgers? Does he have COVID toe? Is that what I heard?
Oh, COVID toe. Yeah, probably not.
Did you hear that?
I did not hear that, but I've heard people get COVID toe.
He supposedly has something wrong with his feet in there. Will you type in Aaron Rodgers COVID toe?
I will
like
do that.
Like those actual words, and will you see
I've
what it
never
brings
heard
up?
of this.
All right, let's do
Aaron
it.
Rodgers COVID toe. You spelled Aaron.
That's
You're
fine,
not
it'll
even
work.
close whatsoever.
I didn't say toe.
Not even close.
I didn't even type in toe at all. All right, here we go. His toe's fractured. His toe is fractured. COVID toe. Here we go.
Aaron Rodgers makes it clear he doesn't have COVID toe.
Yeah. All right, good. I was concerned for a moment, you know. I mean,
Man, you know when it gets cold, my COVID toe just acts up.
hey, Holland, you ever waxed
Feel
a COVID
change
toe
in the
before?
weather.
No,
All right, good.
unless you had COVID while I waxed you, I don't think so.
I may have. I mean,
You're the
just a-
only feet. No, I'm sorry, that's a lie. I've waxed four different people's feet, but you were the most recent
So
feet that I waxed.
before we go to break, I've got a story about Thanksgiving. Okay, now we talked about how you guys grew up doing Thanksgiving, you know,
Okay.
and for me it was very traditional. My parents were, well, my mom was a realtor, my dad was an accountant, you know. Growing up in Schaumburg, Illinois, and even here in Newport Richey, basically it was, you know, for a long time it was aunts and uncles and cousins always coming together, and there would be like 30 or 50 people or 20 or 30 people, right? Then COVID happened, you know, and also people just kind of got a little older, and the aunts and uncles became grandparents. You know what I mean?
So they're elsewhere.
Yeah, we all kind of grew up a little bit, and blah blah blah. You know, and a lot of the aunts and uncles and cousins, as they got older, the cousins became parents. You know what I mean? And they traveled to their in-laws and whatnot. You know, so it's for me personally, it's been mom and dad's house always because I'm so close, and my brother and my sister always show up as well because we all live in the same town, same street for that matter. You know, so. One year when I was a kid, up in we lived in Schaumburg outside of Chicago, and we went to my aunt and uncle's house in, I want to say, like Carroll Stream or Streamwood, something like that. And they had a basement, and in the basement we had like the Atari set up on a TV. They had a dartboard with the metal tip darts, you know. And me and my older brother and my cousins that were my older brother's age, you know, we were all downstairs throwing the metal tip darts at the dartboard. And my sister, who's like the queen bee, you know, always, oh, Sandy, look at Sandy with her fake boobies. Anyway, my big-nosed
She's just
sister,
got boobs.
my
You can't
big-nosed
say she always
sister,
said that.
Schnoz, we called her, okay?
You want to talk? Okay.
Schnoz comes down the steps, boom, 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 right? And we're like, I'm sorry, Sandy, I'm just playing.
She's not listening anyways.
Nobody's listening. So she stands in front of the dartboard, right by the stairs, and she's like, it's time to go upstairs. Everyone wants the kids upstairs. And they sent me down here, and my brother's like, cool. Well, he's about to shoot his last dart, you know, and he's like, let us just finish this game. And she's like, no. They said now, you know. My brother's like, get out of the way or I'm throwing it. And she's like, I don't care. They said now. And he's like, I'm going to do it. She's like, I don't care. My brother throws this metal tip dart.
No.
And she's standing right in front of the dartboard, just the perfect height, you know. And it went, and it got right in her Adam's apple.
Oh
right
my
there. And it's
God.
like, boing. You know what I mean? Like, total,
my
like,
God.
do I have a boing for that? I think I do. Anyway. Yeah, so she's like, you know, and she's like freaking out. And we're all like, all the cousins, we're all like, holy shit, you know? And she turns and runs up the stairs and she's like, Dad, Dad. And she runs up to the kitchen table, not the Thanksgiving table. And my dad and my grandpa and my uncles are all playing poker, right? with their Crown Royal bags full of change. You know what I mean? It was back like that. There's cigarettes are being smoked inside the house and stuff. You know, and long story short, she walks up to my dad and she's like, "Dad," and there's this dart sticking out of her neck, and my dad's like, "What happened?" And she's like, "Ah." And my dad just instinctively just puts his hand on her forehead like that and goes, just pulls it out. Yeah, and no blood. I expected like, you know, but nothing. It just right in the Adam's apple, pierced it perfectly, pulled it out. Not even a trickle of blood, just a little black hole right in her throat. You know, Holland, you know about black holes and throats and.
No, I don't.
Anyway, that's my story though, and to this day.
That is a funny story.
I still high five my brother. We play darts all the time. I've got a dartboard in my house, 2 of them.
Well,
You know?
did he get in trouble?
Yes,
was
I was
he
getting ready to ask. Did he get in
Was he
trouble?
punished?
I don't recall. I think a lot of us didn't see what happened after that.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He's probably taken out to the shed.
That's
you know.
one of his death stories, right? He told-
Probably.
This one Thanksgiving, my brother just died. Just died before
Jesus,
the
right
meal.
before we ate. My sister got one in the
my
throat with a
God.
dart. And, yeah, I don't even recall if she ate that night. You know. Oh, speaking of that, oh, this is so bad. When I was a waiter, we had this. I've told this story I think once before. We had this server named James, and he was like this big, handsome, strong dude, you know. But he was also like a pillhead.
Did he have nice toes?
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he'd shaved his toes because he would shave his arms, and he knew that I had like a toiletry bag, you know, because I like to look good at work. You know what
Do
I
you
mean?
have hair on your toes?
Well, she
well,
waxed
I
him.
waxed
She
him
waxed
off.
him,
I
yeah.
waxed the hair
I,
off.
waxed
I
me
do.
off.
I have.
He has a little bit.
It's not fun, man. I know a lot of men have no hair down there whatsoever, right?
I just wanted to
Yeah,
experience
some men don't
it.
have anything.
I just wanted to try it,
Yeah.
and she waxed him. She waxed me off on my
Yeah.
feet. Yeah,
I,
no
wa-
big deal.
I waxed him off.
Yeah, that's the best part. The wax off the feet part. I don't know. Anyway, she really did do
We
it.
have
There's
videotape
video.
of
Yeah,
it,
there's
yeah.
video of it. Yeah. If you ever want to
She's
try
right.
it.
He
yeah.
liked it too.
She put the little stick on there. You know?
So she does a little beep.
No, it was more like a rip. You know.
What? So was it all one all the way across, or did you do each individual beep?
It was
Beep.
more like this. It was like, oh, and then it was like, you know, a little, and then it was over, just like that.
It was done quick.
Yeah.
I'm a quick rip. That's what they call it when you can do it fast.
So,
It hurts less.
Riz has stud jarts, wax on, wax off. You guys are hilarious. Someone get Kevin a hooker. He's far too horny lately. So, but for real though, I was at this restaurant and Big James, the wannabe like
The handsome
MMA,
one.
yeah, this fucking guy. He's you know what? Forget Big James because that's a whole nother sidetrack of this story. I basically put a dick pic on somebody else's phone that he borrowed and told him it was him that did it, but that's another story. There was another guy there, Greek Mike, tall, handsome, skinny guy with light brown eyes, receding hairline. The women loved him. I don't know why. Very tall, very thin, right? Handsome kid, right? He got more phone numbers than anybody in the restaurant all the time. Women were giving him their phone numbers. You know, like college girls, MILFs, the whole spectrum of women, right? So one day, I'm in the kitchen and I'm like, "Hey, Mike, there's a girl out there. I mean, God bless it, dude. Every single shift I work with you, there's a girl just googly-eyed over you. She's staring at you every time you walk by." And he's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, table 43. Go check it out." So we all start looking at him, and he goes out there to check it out. And there's a girl looking like Terry Schiavo in a motorized wheelchair, you know? And her mouth's just agape.
Like, hi, Mike.
No, she didn't talk at all. She just stared, you know? And Big James was like, "Did you really just send him to go look at the Terry Schiavo chick?" And I'm like, yeah, I did, you know? And he goes out there, and he comes back into the kitchen. We're all kind of giggling, and he's like, "I went out there. You sure it's table 43? I don't see any hot girls out there." And I'm like, "Yeah, table 43 at the head of the table, looking back at the kitchen." And he looks through the kitchen window, the door window, you know, and he sees Terry Schiavo, and he's like, "Oh, you guys are assholes." And I'm like, "She won't stop staring at you, dude." And Big James, the reason I brought this up.
She's drooling, man.
Yeah, that's how we were doing it, dude. It was so funny, but and so tasteless at the same time, especially for Terry Schiavo, because you know, tasteless. You see what I did there? I was like, kind of. Anyway, so Big James is like, I thought it really was Terry Schiavo, but then I saw her eat. I was just like, oh, good lord! It was like the worst joke ever. But at the same rate, it was like a prank at the same time. You know what I mean? So it was good.
He should have came back and go, "Dude, I banged that months ago."
Yeah, I don't think it was Thanksgiving dinner, though. It may have been. I could be wrong. I don't know. God bless it. I feel like this ship is sinking horribly right now, and I'm
Oh,
the one.
stop.
I'm taking it down, man.
When you waited tables, did you say to other guys you'd walk along and be like, dude, 44.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Like you'd be like, dude,
All the
go check
time.
out 44 if you walk by, and
Yeah.
oh man.
Her husband's a cuckold. See what I did there? Yeah.
Oh, my
another,
goodness.
Another callback right there. I could do it too.
I when I was waiting tables, there was these two females, wasn't even my table, and I just wrote down, if interested, I wrote my phone number down, and I walked by, threw it on the table, smiled at both of them, and then continued on walking, and then sure enough, one of them called.
And then you got fired for soliciting.
Yeah, I got fired for harassment, and yeah.
I had a dude come up to me once at the same restaurant, and he's like, "Hey, did you check the back of the receipt?" And I was like, "No, why, sir?" And he's like, "Check the back of the receipt." And so I'm like, "Ah!" I open up my book and I go through all these credit card receipts, and I'm like, "What table was it? What the hell is this guy talking about?" And I pull out a receipt and I look at the back of it, and it's a girl's phone number. And he's like, "Yeah, that other girl at the table, that's not her boyfriend." And I'll tell you what, she's a wild ride, man, or something like that. And I was like, "Really?" Yeah. So I ended up calling her, and this is like, Jesus, like right after my divorce, you know, and probably, yeah, there you go, blow some kisses.
That was for Ryan Brown.
Hell yeah, Ryan Brown. Oh hell yeah. So anyway, I ended up calling her, and that same dude at the table that alerted me to the phone number, he took all of us, his wife and myself and that girl, to a Rays game. And it was pretty badass. He drove us in this like nice BMW SUV. They picked me up. Well, I drove out there and then we rode together is what it was. Totally cool. Yeah, totally cool. And it was a nice night. It was a fabulous evening. It was very fun. Got a lot of conversation.
I was
It was a
waiting for
good
something.
game.
Yeah, it was a great game. Braves won. Yeah, extra innings. I'm pretty sure. It's a late night. Anyway, again, the ship's like.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. I've been pooping a lot all day. Holland.
And you also said that my stories weren't funny. But
Oh!
I would say yours are equally tonight.
Wow. Looking in the chat room.
I love you, Kevin. I love you.
Shane B says, I have a Thanksgiving horror story for you. It's political. Please share. I love you too, Holland. Ryan Brown says, Holland looking sexy as fuck. Riz his Patrick just gave them the Batwing. You didn't really do that, did you? Yeah. Okay, cool. I was just making sure. Yeah.
Wait, you think I'd make that up?
No.
What?
I got Batwinged by Jaybird once at a bar in front of my
I
girlfriend.
don't even know what that is.
It's when you take your ball sack, right? And you unzip your pants. Nobody's allowed to know that you're about to do it. You got to surprise them. It's part of the game, you know.
Okay.
And you unzip your pants. You pull out your sack, your scrotum, if you will, right? And you spread it apart like a piece of a chicken thigh.
Like a bat?
Yeah, like a bat wing.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
The more stretched, the better. You know, veiny, sweaty, less hairy, probably better. I would say. I don't know.
You got to manscape first before you pull off the stunt.
That would be if you want to do the Abe Lincoln. You know, you shave it into a top hat, kind of. You know. Speaking of Abe Lincoln, today in history, I think Patrick might like this. Jack Ruby killed Lee Harvey Oswald today.
Oh.
At,
Right on TV. What station was that?
That was, geez, I got that here. What station was it?
Does it say?
No, it doesn't say. But it does say that at 12:20 p.m. in the basement of the Dallas police station, Lee Harvey Oswald, the alleged assassin of President John F. Kennedy, is shot to death by Jack Ruby, a Dallas nightclub owner. President Kennedy was fatally shot while riding in an open car motorcade. We all know this. Oswald was brought to the basement of the Dallas police headquarters on his way to a more secure county jail. A crowd of police and press with live television cameras rolling gathered to witness his departure. As Oswald came into the room, Jack Ruby emerged from the crowd and fatally wounded him with a single shot from a concealed .38 revolver. Then, check this out, Ruby was immediately detained and claimed that rage at Kennedy's murder was the motive for his actions, but some people thought that it was a big conspiracy theory because Jack Ruby, originally known as Jacob Rubenstein, operated strip clubs and dance halls in Dallas, had a minor connections to organized crime. He had a relationship with a number of Dallas policemen, which amounted to various favors in exchange for leniency in their monitoring of his strip clubs. He features prominently in Kennedy assassination theories, and many believe that he killed Oswald to keep Oswald from revealing a larger conspiracy. But in his trial, they denied it all. But still, people think that that's true. Patrick, what are your thoughts on that?
Dude, the way things are nowadays, it wouldn't even shock me if that there was just like on a set. The whole, just if you watch how Oswald's being walked out and how he walks up, and just all of it, it seems, I don't know.
Well, it's never been solved, so the theories are going to fly no matter what.
But just how it was, and how I don't know how. Why would they go parade him through and allow? I know it was a different time, I guess.
They probably didn't realize what they were doing. You know that there were so many public people down there, the press.
I don't know, but dude, when I was a kid, I was interested in the JFK killing, and I would like get books and I'd watch shit on it, and
Holland, you're a fucking relic. Were you alive when JFK died? Do you remember where you were?
No, I was not. I was not alive. I know that you're a jerk. I know that.
She's a month older than me, dude.
No, but I remember. Oh, someone told a story, and I thought it was you for a second because I had my sunglasses on. I'll get to that in a second. But I do remember my parents saying they were in school when it happened. So, you know.
Well, if you look at just so much of the information about it, and like, I listened to, I think it was Oswald's ex-wife or fiance or something. Like, she talks about things that, it seems to be that he obviously was a patsy based upon all of what went on. And they were going to kill Kennedy because he wasn't going along with what they wanted him to do. Mm-hmm. And then, who knows, man? Just at that time, they're like, well, let's see what we can get away with. Like, you have no idea. TV's really...
Yeah, questioned, right? Yeah, nobody knew anything, you know?
I don't know. When did TV go in through color, like hardcore, like full-blown
probably
color?
late 60s, I would say.
No.
Well, no, it was in
it
color.
Was in the 70s.
Wasn't it?
In the 70s.
I think it started really going, like, away from...
Yeah, but people didn't have the television. That's what I'm saying. Patrick, they didn't all have televisions that could play in color.
Hey, Siri. When did TV go color?
That's not good enough because lots of people had black and white TVs.
From Wikipedia.org, in the mid-1960s, color broadcasting was introduced in the U.S. and most other developed countries.
There you go. I was right.
It was developed, but all right, go ahead,
Say
Patrick.
I was going to have you have something else. No, I just don't believe a lot of the things, and then do you ever see the video where, and again, I don't know if it's a real video or not, but where the Secret Service people that are walking along, because it was a slow, I think they changed the route too, didn't they, or something? But so as they were going along, you can watch a video where there's Secret Servicemen, they're walking beside the car, and then they're called off. And they're looking
Get out the way.
They're looking out. They're looking around like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I saw that just like maybe 8 years ago for the first time. And to know how many people did they say were killed on the grassy knoll? Supposedly there's all kinds of witnesses that were fucking killed on the grassy knoll.
Wow. I don't know, man. Axel, welcome. And people are agreeing. Scruffy says Bush Sr. was responsible for JFK's death.
Well, there's reports that, again, that, like,
Full Throttle Trucker.
Everybody knows where they were when 9/11, they found out about it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows where they were when they found out about JFK. There's reports supposedly that Bush was asked about it. This is Daddy Bush.
Yeah.
And he was asked where he was when he found out, and he said he couldn't remember. And they claim, people said that he was actually in Dallas at the time because he was with the CIA, even though I don't think they fully admit like he was as involved with the CIA as he probably was. Dude, they were involved with like the Bay of Pigs. You could look into that. Like the Bush family was involved with the Bay of Pigs.
It was going so far back.
That involved Kennedy as well. And it's crazy if you start looking. And that's just the limited shit we have knowledge of. Can you imagine what's even more that I... Okay, here.
Well, going back to what you said, it looks like there was some writers who have investigated the assassination of JFK have claimed that a large number of witnesses to the event have died in mysterious circumstances. I was trying to find a number for you.
It's like 70 something.
103 people who he claims died in mysterious circumstances between 63 and 76. In reality, most of these people died of natural causes, but some of these people did die in accidents. Others were murdered or committed suicide.
I just can't take what I saw.
However, these people rarely have... Well, the other guy, Jack Ruby, killed a dude over it because of what he saw, supposedly. That's a report.
Well,
That's like History.com's report.
So Oliver Stone's still not done. He's put out another documentary about it, some type of thing, more stuff about JFK. And I saw him talking to Spike Lee. And do you know who Spike Lee is?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if he's... Is he worldwide? He probably is worldwide famous,
Spike Lee?
right? Over there.
It's a Spike Lee joint, man.
Everyone knows him.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess from his movies.
Is it
and
because
whatnot,
she's
right?
white-haired, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
wanted
why?
to see. Yeah, I wanted.
Okay.
That's what I was
All right.
checking.
I apologize for her, by the way, for being white with blue eyes. I'm sorry about that.
Green eyes.
Well,
my bad.
Oliver
Yeah.
Stone was talking with. He was on a Spike Lee podcast, some type of thing.
It was a joint,
And-
a Spike Lee joint. I
Yeah,
believe.
Spike Lee
Yeah.
joint. There we go. And he was talking about he has this new documentary that Netflix, Hulu, nobody wants, and they go, well, we had fact checkers look into this, and they go, our fact checker said that that's not real, it's not legit what you're saying, and he goes, yeah, because the only place you have this information is right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's providing the information for the people, and they're going, yeah, we can't verify.
It's like the moon landing, man. I mean, I don't know if I get.
Well,
You don't believe in the moon?
Why haven't we
Wait a
been
minute.
back? That makes no sense.
Because
we have
there
way
was
more.
because there was something to do there.
We're over technologically
Well, then-
advanced
There
now.
was something to do
Yeah,
there,
we have cell
Patrick.
phones now. We don't have to go there anymore. We did that with, with a 286 Windows computer. So Windows 95, I believe, ran the space shuttle that went to the moon, and so we have better than that now. So there's no.
There's
no
NASA
reason.
scientists that have gone on record saying that we can't get past the Van Allen radio belt, like
Yeah, but Patrick, what do you think they should do while they're there?
radiation belt.
I know what belt you're talking about. Yeah, my mom used to hit that with on Thanksgiving when I wouldn't eat my turkey. Hey, let's go to break real
Tell
quick.
about that horror story, man. I want to hear about that. Seriously.
All right, we'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show with Patrick Welsh and my girl, Holly Mimo, right after this short break.
You're listening to WBRFM. Real radio for real people.
Hi, this is Lisa London, and you are listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
Hi, this is Andrew from The Harps, and you're listening to IRM. Enjoy it!
Uncle Sam, he wants you, but not Kevin Holly. Like Trump said, no in the army.
Hey, this is a cat named Mo from 102.5 The Bone, and you are listening to The Kevin Holly Show on Internet Radio. Don't call it a podcast.
Hi, this is Andrew from The Harps, and you're listening to iHeart Radio. Enjoy it!
Every time you come around, you'll never dry. Like a cloud of hair, so big in the sky. I wanna share it with you. I wanna fill up this whole room. Every time you come around, you'll never scared. Guidance on the mic, and I'm taking it there. I wanna spread my love. I wanna break this whole thing down. Because I roll up, roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you. Every time you come around, you'll never dry. Like a tidal wave overtaking the night. I wanna spread my love. I wanna break this whole thing down. Take a deep breath, exhale a bad energy. Looking back now, get the whole world in front of me. You can see me flying so high like a paradise. You can see me roll 13 like a paradise. Look into my soul for love, for Mary Jane, Spider-Man, Kush, Peter Parkin. On the plane, everywhere I go, everything I say. Never back down, cause we're here. Because I roll up, roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. Because I roll up, roll out. There's not
Matt Williams on The Kevin Holly Show. He takes the will out of your will to live.
Hi, this is Kevin Holly, host of The Kevin Holly Show on the IRN Internet Radio Network. Catch me this week on To Catch a Predator. Wait, what? Who wrote this? What? No.
Rob. Chuck Rob. Drive a truck. Chuck Rob. Driving trucks is all he wants to do. Drive a truck. Chuck Rob. Driving trucks because he loves you.
When something is consummated, that means that two people got fucked, and then you're coming along, and 9 months later, asshole.
You came out the asshole? So did I.
I don't know how much these guys are. They're limited.
What the fuck? Well, why did I deserve that, man?
Fucking, one of them went to a walk-in college, and the other one didn't go very far to school at all. He only lived a couple blocks away.
Walk-in college. It's such a thing of the past. Those walk-in colleges.
Chris Glick on The Kevin Holly Show. When he's in the room, he's chatting off.
This podcast coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got a bag 'cause I'm not brown. And I'm the other color, so my co-hosts think they have the authority to talk for the majority. Fuck that shit, cause I ain't the one for a homeless motherfucker with a mic and some puns to be beaten on. He's really pale, he can go blow Joe in the middle of a sale. Fucking with me, cause I'm a broadcaster. With a co-host who's drunk and plastered. Jay's sitting in his car, listening to a podcast, thinking every wigger is busting a podcast. You never see me in the pen or Pop's Jim Nall walking Chuck's dogs. Beat a podcast out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to take off the scene of the slaughter and keep homeless Chuck away from your daughter. I don't know if Jay's a fag or what, patting Kevin down and showing his nuts, and on the other hand, homeless Chuck, he never gets none, not from a black or a white woman, cause he falls down on the street top. Homeless Chuck solicits sex from a black cop. Jaybird will swarm on any motherfucker with a gold microphone. Just because I'm from Newport Richie, punk podcasts are afraid of me. A young wigger on a warpath. And when I'm finished, it's gonna be my podcast with Pops, Homeless Chuck, and Jay. Yo, Jay, I got something to say. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Yeah, fuck this podcast. Fuck you, Camden. Fuck you, Jay. Fuck you, Homeless Chuck. What's up, Pops? Yeah. What's up, Pops? Yeah. Fuck this podcast.
comatose state, not right in the head. Silence all around me is the last thing I said as I pump my brain full of metaphorical lead. As time goes on, these thoughts of mine are only getting older. As days go by, these sleepless nights are only getting colder. Friends I have, they try to help, but I give them the shoulder. They say that happiness is in the eye of the beholder. Another day, another time, we can live another life. Another day, another time, we'll pass us by. It's time for us to break away, but now you're scared to say that you will never be afraid. It's time for us to break away, but now you're scared to say that you will never be afraid. The stars shine bright way off in the distance. The pattern that I see is not consistent. The life I once had is non-existent. I should have seen this coming, but I must have missed it. It seems everything I do is under a curse, and every single day is slowly getting worse. None of my good deeds are being reimbursed, and none of my good thoughts are even in this verse. Now mother, don't cry, it's all in my head, as I wonder if my father is alive or dead. I never meant to hurt you is the last thing he said, as he took away my father, left a mother instead. Now these events have made me who I am today, and these songs I write, it's just how I portray the feelings that I wish would just go away. I know that one day everything will be okay. Another day, another night, we can live another life. Another day, another time, we'll pass us by. It's time for us to break away, but now you're scared to say that you will never be afraid. another time. We can live another life. It's time for us to break away, but now you're scared to say that you will never be afraid. It's time for us to break away, but now you're scared to say that you will never be afraid.
My name is Morgan Freeman, and you're listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. We are back live. We've got Holland Mimo, Holland's Hairport.
Hey.
How can people get their hair did at Holland's Hairport?
Today or yesterday?
Any day.
Yesterday was crazy.
How do they get a hold of you? Holland's
Oh,
Hairport.
they call or text me at 727-505-2044.
Beautiful downtown Elfers,
I
Florida.
will be working on Friday.
Hell yeah. Black Friday. Ooh, I want to have cocktails on Black Friday and
We
just
can do that in the
watch
shop. We can
watch
do whatever
people.
we want.
Yeah. No, but nobody's shopping in your shop on Black Friday. Like I want to go have I wish Walmart had like a bar where you could sit there, you know the bars.
Okay, you know what? So many people have said that. Why hasn't someone done it?
Think about it. Like if you're
Just
at
like IKEA, but we'll serve alcohol.
yeah, like you know when you go to a bar that's got like the outside window that opens up and you're sitting like just past the parking lot and you can turn around and look at traffic or
People watch.
Yeah.
People watch.
Have that same setup in a Walmart. You know what I mean? I think that'd be badass. Looking in the chat room, thanks for sticking around for the break, everybody. Ooh, wow, you guys were talking all about these fact checkers and this JFK stuff. So I've got a couple of different things that I wanted to kind of get into tonight.
Okay.
And I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know how to like break into this without offending people. You know what I mean?
Okay. Who cares? You don't care if you offend anyone.
I guess you're right. Damn it, man. I'm looking at this and it's, I don't know if I want to do it. I just, people have gotten angry with me on social media. You know what I mean? And,
Dude, I got fucking, okay. Go read my posting if you don't want to get into your shit. Go read my posting and see, then you can talk about mine, and then you could just relate it to yours.
well, here's a good one right here that I don't know who this person is, but I'll pull it up anyway. What is that? All right, we're good. What is that? Is that me?
It's a call.
Oh, we're taking a call. Let's do
We're
it.
getting a call.
Hell yeah. All right.
It'll be Shane.
Nazi lives don't matter.
$10. It's Shane.
Live on the Kevin Holly Show. Who's this?
Let the offense begin.
Exactly. Turn him up. We can't hear him.
He's all the way up. Shane, turn yourself up.
Oh, let the offense begin.
Yeah. So
I knew it was going to be Shane.
somebody posted. Here, I'm gonna pull it up. Shane, you can see this stuff while you're on the phone with us, right?
No, I kind of turn it off and just talk to you.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't know if you have it up. I can't see it on the Twitch app.
Can you see it now?
No. But it's probably lagging behind by about a minute.
Yeah, okay, cool. So this dude posts Nazi lives don't matter with a distressed American flag upside down, and it's a picture of Tom Morello, the guitar player from Rage Against the Machine. Nazi lives don't matter. Like, you Nazis, your lives don't matter. And it's funny to me, you know, I said, says the fascist who supports actual Nazis and forced vaccines and lockdowns, because Rage Against the Machine is having these, you can't be at the concert unless you're vaccinated. You know what I mean? So they were like, F you, you know, I won't do what you tell me. And then now they're like, do what the government tells you. It's such a weird turn of the tables. But this guy says, Nazis want us healthy. Explain your work, but without sounding like a Joe Rogan or Alex Jones Fox News audience member, please. And it's like every time you say something about it, that's true. Like, that really happened. Rage Against the Machine used to be against the machine, and now they're like, hey, the machine's not so bad. Let's not rage against the machine. Instead, let's rage with the machine and get your goddamn vaccination, or you can't come to our concert.
Well, I think they've been convinced that the GOP and those type of people are some type of machine in themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pushback. Dude, I see some insane stuff that people, how they post.
We're both like, oh.
For real, and I'm like, why are you, how do you buy into the divisive bullshit? Like, how, I don't understand how your brain is that, like,
especially if you're championing the whole freaking against the machine part. You know what I mean? Shane B, what do you think of that, dude?
There's a little more to Rage Against the Machine. I'm a big fan of theirs.
I am too. I jam them in the Corvette all the time.
It's not the band themselves. It's Zach De La Rocha. He's the one who was all on that hip shit, whatever, starting the whole, Rage Against the Machine, blah, 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 blah. But he got a little too extreme for everybody else. That's why they broke up the first time. And we had
Shane,
Tom Morello.
Tom Morello is
the bass player. They went and did the thing Prophets of Rage with oh god, the guy from Cypress Hill and fucking
True.
Real.
Yeah, and they also did Tom Morello did the Street Sweeper Social Club, and I saw them live, and it was the same political stuff, but more. I think what Tom did with Street Sweeper Social Crew, whatever the hell it was a little bit more of a like an equality thing, like help homeless people, like help people that are less fortunate, that kind of thing. But then you see this picture now, and it's like, dude, they're all together again, and they're doing concerts. If I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're doing
money. Chris Cornell is gone. Tom Morello is not getting audio slave play anymore. So what does Zach do? Hey man, I'm still here. That Prophets of Rage thing ain't working out too well for you, is it? Hey guys, let's get the band back together.
Well, why change the
And
tune?
There was too much money in a comeback tour. Money corrupt.
Don't they feel the hypocrisy of it though? Don't they see the hypocrisy of it? I just can't get.
Well, hey, because so many people can be labeled as a Nazi, so that's not the greatest thing to be advertising Nazi-like. Because think of how many people are considered a Nazi. So many different behaviors are considered Nazi-esque. So that could be so many people. And I just don't like, because, like, literally, Nazi lives don't matter. So that people would be on board with. I think if we had public executions, like if people said we're going to go and kill Ted Cruz, for instance, we're going to kill Ted Cruz, and we're not advocating this.
No, yeah, that does not the
for all the how we have to
paid advertisement.
All this stuff
does not reflect the views of the Kevin Holly Show.
But if say there was going to be a public execution of Ted Cruz, a lot of people are so brainwashed they would love to watch that and see that, and I think that scares me. That, and again, to me, I'm not a fan of any politician, but you know what I'm saying? How people would get on board with, yes, these people don't matter. There's people that think if you don't get vaccinated and wear a mask and all that, that like you're a horrendous person, you're trying to kill people.
Yeah.
You're going out of your way. You're causing problems.
Yeah, well, they're so far removed from reality that's when you're not in reality. What does that mean? Like, I don't know. Normally, that's
you're delusional.
Delusional, crazy.
I knew what you meant. You can't come up with the word.
Think about that. That's a lot of the populace nowadays. So to me, and we have to deal. One of these days, you will stop on Facebook. I hope.
What I'm doing on Facebook?
We'll be on FM, but we'll still do the Facebook.
Well, yeah, I might tone it down a little bit, depending on where my career goes, yeah.
I'm just laughing because I see what you do, and I don't know if it's going to ever really change anybody.
No, because it's a news feed amongst like-minded people, and people that you barely get a Brian Maxwell. You know what I mean? You don't. So I'm not going to convince somebody like Brian Maxwell, but that's the intent. Is to convince somebody that is on the wrong side of it to consider the other side. You know what I mean? Whatever it might be. And maybe that's not the best thing that social media was designed for. Maybe it's more about kitten videos. I get it. I totally understand that. But at the same time, I do have a bit of a platform, and maybe every once in a while, I might use that platform to reach somebody I maybe wouldn't have been able to reach before. And then you think about like, oh, well, how do people think these things? Well, we live in Florida, so we're surrounded by like-minded people. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of like the idea of social media to reach out to people that don't live in Florida,
other states.
Yeah.
But I see you arguing with people at times.
Yeah. Well, people are dicks.
And it's and okay, so some people could say that there are people that read and they never comment, so you maybe are doing it for them. But I think ultimately it's an act of futility, because It's really people's minds are so fucking. Whereas I'm strange. Where if I see you post something and people go, "Oh, what about blah blah," and I go, "I've never seen that information before." I will actually go and look that up and see what the fuck they're talking about.
The other people won't do it.
That most people don't, and I wouldn't say the other people because that's making sides.
Yeah, no, I'm not afraid to make sides though. There's other people that won't fucking do it. It's a fact.
well, I guess
you know.
But I feel like how some people would go. Well, then because some people put you in a category and you're not really there, which is so insane. I would think you're probably like a classic liberal for the most part.
I am very left of center socially. Shane B knows this very well. I have a discussion with Shane B not just every week when he calls the show, but also personally. I like Shane B as a person. So we talk about this.
Shane is very similar to you.
Shane, you probably lean left of center socially as well. You don't want to take anybody's rights away. You don't want to say somebody can't do something with their own body, right? Am I right? I mean, I think we're all on the same page.
I don't know, but
I like I analyze things straight down the middle, and I look at things in different ways. And I do consider myself a constitutional conservative.
Me too.
But at the same time, to be labeled as conservative, I am pro-abortion.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So
Yeah,
I get a lot of shit for that.
How
can you be right wing and be pro? I'm like,
dude, I've been watching Shane B on social media lately. Dude, you're getting shit from other black dudes for your point of view, and I find that
family.
It's bullshit, man. It really is. I'm like, I can't believe it. Like, people are like, you ain't shit, Shane, because your views on the recent. Shane's got a logical view.
Those are my actual family members.
I'm sorry that I commented, I think, once or twice. If it was your family.
Please continue. Please, Patrick, hell, get in on it if you happen to see it.
Hey, Shane, I'm not going to say I got a lot of black friends, but I really do have a lot of black friends on Facebook. And it cracks me up, like somebody like you, if you're going to go and just try to speak some common sense. And it has nothing to do with black, but it's just interesting where I feel like you guys get treated differently than like Kevin. I do.
Yeah, I feel that they should get even more respect. Like, I don't deserve any respect for my pissant opinion. Here's a guy really living it. You know what I mean?
Oh no, being black, you're expected to be Democrat, and that kind of was what I was talking about with my Thanksgiving horror story. I mean, hell, I don't really have bad things that happen on fucking Thanksgiving, but fucking the one time after Obama got elected, they're doing the whole, everybody go around the table, see what you're thankful for. And of course, I forget exactly who it was. Somebody made the comment, I'm so thankful that we finally got a black president in the office and blah, 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 blah. And of course, it came around to my turn, and I'm like, well, I'm thankful that the president is limited to 8 years to be in office so we can undo damage that is done. Ooh.
Dude, when Obama got elected, I was working in litigation support, and they brought us all into the office one employee at a time, and they laid us all off. And they said, we're expecting tariffs, we're dealing with litigation, and lawyers are not going to do well under this administration. They're not going to be subletting out, paying people to make their exhibits and their copies and blah, blah, blah. And they kept me. They gave me a 10-cent raise because I was a PA, so they could just take advantage of me. And I was a good employee too. But so I watched it happen. Like, they're anticipating that this particular candidate is going to get the nomination. So I went down based on this experience at my job. I decided, you know what? I'm finally going to vote in a primary for the first time in my life. I was an independent my entire life. Ever since I turned 18, I was independent. No party affiliation. I think it was independent. And
which is a party.
Yeah, but so I go down to the little thing in my neighborhood, little clubhouse to vote during the primary, and I was like, I'm voting against this junior senator who's voted present 176 times or whatever, from the town I grew up in Chicago, I've never heard of him, and I grew up there. I don't even know who the hell this guy is, and everybody at work's talking about how bad it's going to be, So I'm like, I can't wait to vote against this guy, and I'm gonna vote against for somebody else, and I'm like trying to figure out. So I'm doing a little research. I'm listening to Rush Limbaugh. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Who am I gonna vote for? Yeah, and I go down there, and they're like, sorry, you can't vote, and I'm like, what do you mean I can't vote? And they're like, only Republicans or Democrats can vote in the primary. No party affiliates and independents are not allowed to vote in the primary. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So I went down and to the tax collector's office, and I changed my my voter registration, and I had to pick. If I want to be able to vote in a primary, what do I pick? And so I took that information and I decided, well, I'm probably going to go against my family for the most part and register as a Republican. You know? And now I feel like I'm on a list. Now I'm on a list, man.
I had to do the
I'm
same
an extremist
thing.
now. Goddamn racist now.
I did it to vote for Ron Paul in the primary.
That's who I voted for.
That's the only reason
Yes.
I did it.
Yeah.
I changed and then I lost my privilege to vote, which that's the only time I voted was for him.
Because
for that reason.
you got
became
put
a felon.
Cannabis
He became
charges.
a
you got he
But
caught
then-
he caught a case,
But
man.
I caught a case, I know. but then they reversed the charges, or not the charges, but they came in with that stuff in Florida where if you had felony charges
It's
for that,
a $500
you
fine.
can go. No, you can go and vote now. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah. I voted against that because there was pork attached to it, and my friend Jaybird got really mad at me because he'd been waiting his entire life to be able to vote again.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I'm
Boy,
like,
I can't
sorry.
wait. I feel so special. Get that sticker.
No, he
is
wanted
wrong?
to. He wanted to vote for
Sorry.
Trump. He's a big Trump guy, you know. And I felt bad, but I had to explain myself to Jay, and I was like, and I'm sorry, Shane, to cut you off here, but I told Jay, I'm like, look, I'm sorry, but there was so much pork attached to every one of these amendments that I couldn't vote for any of them. And I may not be as educated as you were or as passionate for you to want to be able to vote again, but I said no to all of them, all down the line. It wasn't just that one, dude. There's too much garbage in all of it, and I can't. I would rather vote for term limits and just reset everything, you know. Anyway, Shane, you ever vote for?
Exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah. You ever vote for Rand or Ron Paul, Shane?
No.
I'm just
Look here,
wondering.
that fucking Obama fucking election, I just stayed away from it. I'm like, no. And the whole Trump Hillary thing, I was like, no, because I didn't trust any of them. And that's where I'm really stuck at right now, because Republicans have been showing their damn card that they're not fighting for us. They're not fighting
No.
for the people.
They're
They're
not.
bowing down.
There's
to all
too many
this
rhinos,
Democratic
man.
Shit they're pushing through Congress, and it's just like, the fuck are y'all even doing? Are y'all here?
Hey, Shane,
Are y'all there?
can you do me a favor? Tomorrow, can you put a body camera on and film your Thanksgiving experience and then share it with us?
Look here.
Wait,
this is gonna
Shane.
be
Shane.
Yes.
Where are you
yes.
eating?
I shall be eating with my
Mom and Dad?
Well, my adoptive pops.
Okay. Who cares? It's
Um,
still your dad, so.
Well, he's a white guy, Asian wife,
Okay.
and we're going over to his daughter's house. So I'm gonna be surrounded by a bunch of white people.
Okay, but you love them and they're your family.
They all love me.
I mean,
Of course.
I believe you said
They love
Asian.
you.
I believe you said
No,
Asian.
that's your family.
You're
That's
very
your family.
inclusive right now. Yeah, Asians.
Yeah, they're my other family. No, there would be no.
Will you give
issues.
praise for? So when you go around the table there, will you give praise for Kamala being the first white lady vice president or whatever? Can you do that for the white family?
Oh,
Hey,
that's funny.
she is a person of color, and I'm so sick of that damn phrase now because it means nothing anymore. Because anything that is outside of white is considered a person of color. So anybody, the lady that just won, what's Mary race?
Boston,
Fucking,
though.
the Asian lady.
But
The
they're-
Asian lady.
But they're bothered by that, though, man. They said that because there was a couple black people that were on the ballot as well. That was nice that they did that, but that wasn't good enough. There people were actually bothered that it was an Asian woman. That it was.
Oh yeah, it came out after that. Yes. Well, first person of color, but you're not giving any credit to the lieutenant governor up there in Virginia.
Oh no,
Right.
she's I love that that's continuing white supremacy and I was like,
The
dude,
black voice
dude, I
of
said,
white supremacy.
if you look at her, man, I said she ain't a regular old like, oh, I can accept that black woman. Dude, she's got the frizzy hair and she has the characteristics of a lot of people. Seriously, white people are like that, man. They can accept you know what I'm saying?
The
like
lighter
lighter
skin.
skin.
Yeah, I understand
and
that,
How,
yeah.
and it
Just
is sad
racist
because
white
there's
people.
a lot of black women that will want to look more that way, and it's like, dude, fucking just be yourself.
Just be yourself.
man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Dude. I don't want to get into it again, like 2 days in a row. But, goddamn, I love women so much. Like,
Oh, we all know.
all
we
natural,
all know.
man.
Oh,
Be your
He likes
natural
all
self.
women. I've never heard him say anything about someone being
a
unattractive.
beautiful black woman. Oh,
Turn on the stripper lights. We want to see the
yeah.
scabs and
Oh, please do. You know, for real, though. Like, I've
Did you have a date Sunday?
Holland.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
All right,
for-
carry on. Do something else.
No,
All right.
I did ask my ex-girlfriend of 20 years ago, because we still talk. We always talked. We've never not been friends, right? This beautiful girl, blonde hair, blue eyes. Oh my God, so hot. And she's
Nazi.
Guilty.
Blonde hair.
Yeah.
Who?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay, but no,
So
she doesn't have blonde hair.
I talk to her all the time. Just jovial. I don't ever and she's been married and divorced. She had this rich boyfriend that took her all over the planet, And I said hello to her via message recently, just to carry on a conversation that went on for a few weeks or whatever, and nothing weird or anything like that. And good, wholesome, just conversation between old friends. And my parents, my sister, everybody loved her, And I said, "What are you doing for Thanksgiving?" And she's like, family this, family that. I'm like, me too. And I was like, oh, bright idea. Ding. Do you want to be my +1 at my parents' house? Because she's single now, wouldn't that be crazy if I brought her in 20 years later, as my date for Thanksgiving? And she thought that was hilarious, but has other plans, which, I'm used to that. So it's all good.
That means
Whatever.
no.
Yeah, it's a big no. No, but so check this out, okay? Patrick sent me this, and Shane, I want you to roundtable this with us. According to the news today, the 24th of November, 2021, the Central Nova News says, along with coins this Christmas, the Salvation Army wants white donors to offer a sincere apology for their racism.
And there's links that you can go, so we could go in and we can actually read it said that if you scroll down just a little bit, they created a International Social Justice Commission.
Registered racist.
Salvation Army, an international social justice. Dude, this is no joke. I've shopped at the Salvation Army for 15 plus years.
Yeah.
I
bought your shoes there.
I probably won't go back. I'm not joking. I probably won't go back because stuff like this, I don't want to, even though they're not taking much money, I don't want to. That's insane. They're wanting you to. I'm sorry for me to just jump in, but
no, please do.
They're
Yeah.
wanting to. They actually say that. I think what's it say? It says it asserts Christianity is institutionally racist, calling for white Christians to repent and offer a sincere apology to blacks for being antagonistic to black people for their culture, values, and interests of the black community. And it's
So you can't just give money to the.
Shane's dying.
Wait, no, go back down, please. wait, just up just a little bit more. We scroll back up. The subtle nature of racism is such that people who are not. Oh no, you have to go back up just a little bit more.
Oh, for crying out loud!
I'm sorry, go just a little bit more, man. You went a little bit more.
Okay,
right there.
okay.
There we go. Many have come to
That's what
believe
she
that
said.
we live in a post-racial society, but racism is very real for our brothers and sisters who are refused jobs and housing, denied basic rights, and brutalized and oppressed simply because of the color of their skin.
It happens.
But you're refused jobs, housing, denied basic rights, brutalized and oppressed simply because of color of skin. There is an urgent need for Christians to evaluate racist attitudes and practices in light of our faith and to live faithfully in today's world. That's sad that it's infiltrated even
Religion,
groups
yeah.
like that. Well, not even groups, but Salvation Army is one of the better 501c3 charities. If you
They
compare Goodwill and Salvation Army,
Goodwill
they're in
doesn't do
different
anything.
fucking worlds.
Yeah.
Goodwill does not.
So if you're going to donate to the Salvation Army and do something right for your community, I'm doing pretty good. Even if I'm not doing that good, I'd like to donate my coins with the guy ringing the bell at the Publix, or maybe donate some clothing, some food items, whatever it might
That's
be.
March of Dimes.
Yeah, whatever. But okay, but in order to do that properly, you need to also
We should read
apologize.
it. So there's a link. It's an accompanied guy called Study. You went past it.
I've seen it up there. Yeah.
You're right. Little bit down, just a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. It says Salvation Army authors explain that all whites are racist, even if they don't believe it.
There's a study guide on racism.
Shane, do you think that's true?
Look, they have a whole statement on it.
So if the white guy goes and
Can we
drops
see
a
what
couple
the
coins,
next page, just to see what okay, the contents. There you go.
Hold on, say that again, Shane. I'm sorry. It's a.
So if the white person goes and drops some coins in the bucket there with Santa ringing the bell, and they walk away,
I
and
know where you're going.
he's like, hey, Did you forget something? Are they going to get that treatment?
Like, what do you mean? What did I forget, Santa? Go ahead, Shane. You be Santa. Black Santa.
You know, that apology, you know.
Oh, what apology for what, sir?
For your systemic racism.
Oh, I'm so
I've learned
sorry.
of critical race theory, sir. You, the problem, like, aren't you white? Hold on.
Yeah, hold on, Santa. Calm down.
Calm down, Santa.
Oh, I can't wait to read this. Honestly, the theological framework: the human race, the people of Israel, citizens of heaven. Okay,
this is nuts, man. Oh my God, that's a kid in a cage right there. It's kids in cages.
now is that mom smoking or what's that?
Racism can be so entrenched in institutions and culture that people can unintentionally and unwittingly perpetuate racial division. For instance, devout Christians who naively use racial epithets don't have a seizure. Patrick, see what I did there? or a well-intentioned Sunday school curriculum that only uses white photography and imagery.
Yeah, why don't you actually talk about the Sunday school curriculum having white imagery when the people in the Middle East aren't white looking?
I know. None of
How
them.
about that? Why don't you go
Literally
to
none
that
of them.
and actually not go, oh, let's talk about stuff about, and let's make more divisive bullshit. Quit making Jesus Cristo look like a fucking guy that's hanging out at the beach, man. It doesn't make any
In
sense.
California.
Yeah, a beach in California. I guess
Oh,
he could be
yeah.
hanging out at the
Yeah.
beach on the...
Yeah, no, the global warming. There should not be a beach in California.
Well,
with any of
Jesus
that.
wasn't white, I'm sure, and neither were any of his disciples.
Was
But
Santa
they
white?
always picture them as white people.
Shane B, I have a question for you. This may seem trivial. All right, so you grew up with an adoptive family.
No. My mom died when I was about 13, 14, and I grew up with my aunt. And just right now, I live with a father figure, sort of say. He took me in as a son, sort of say. Just a really good friend. So, you know,
Are you
I'm
guys like a
renting it up.
couple? I mean, you could be honest. I mean,
No,
it's-
he
No,
has
I'm
he has an
renting a
Asian
fucking
wife.
apartment from him.
He's renting.
Okay.
Carry on.
So my question though is did you grow up as because
All right, so
Holland's-
you had an aunt and uncle who
no,
raised you.
hold on.
I think I can answer your question.
What-
I think I know where you're going with
All right,
that.
Holland what? Holland what?
Hold on, no. Let Shane guess what my question's gonna be and give me that answer, dude.
Actually, I'd like to hear it first.
Of course you would, dude. Who wouldn't? All right. So I grew up a lot like Holland, a white Anglo-Saxon, blonde-haired, green-eyed, racist extremist. Right, Holland? Am I right?
No.
Pretty accurate.
No.
Okay. So, as an African American gentleman, did you guys think that you had or believe that you had a much to the difference of the Latino community and the white Anglo-Saxon racist Holland community? Did you have a black Santa and a black Jesus, or how did that work? Like, I'm really curious about that, honestly. From a genuine guy. Like, how did you grow up?
It was a thing that existed. Yeah, a black Santa was recognized. Blah 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 blah. Either way, it's a fictional character, but it is based off of what's his name, Kris Kringle himself. I forget the country, but fucking yeah.
It
of
was a
course,
Middle
black people
Eastern
have
country,
their
though,
black
right?
Santa. You know, look, the black Santa thing was one thing. It's like, okay, that's fine. Yeah. But then Kwanzaa became real big, and it's like, what the fuck is Kwanzaa? I never grew up knowing about Kwanzaa. Oh, what
That
the
it
fuck
seemed
is
like it was
that?
new, like in the 2000s. You know.
It was.
Isn't there an ad that Santa kisses a guy? I think I just saw there's a new commercial where there's an adult gentleman that kisses Santa Claus.
It's
like,
Mayor Pete, yeah.
Saying it's maybe
Oh, no.
Santa's gay, I think.
I don't know about that. Do gay people believe in a gay Santa? Think about that. If
no.
just like a black guy might think of a black Santa, a white guy might think of a white Santa, a Latino guy might think of a Latino Santa. Does a gay guy
You got a
think of
trans Santa?
Yeah, why not? It's 2021, man. It's Santa like, hey, ho ho hoes. I can't say hoes.
I don't know these people.
I'm just saying, man. Who knows, dude? Like, what are people really thinking? This is the important stuff. When people say things like, oh, Patrick Welsh is a conspiracy theorist. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's just raising the questions. Maybe I'm doing it for him. I don't know. And Patrick, I've been meaning to ask you, dude. I've been meaning to ask you. There is a picture. Daddy caught kissing Santa Claus in a new Postal Service commercial.
I don't make people.
Send it
That's
to my
where when
Facebook.
people think I make up stuff. That's what fucking annoys me.
Send it
man.
to my messenger.
I was told that So the dude that what are they calling it? The parade incident. I think that's what they
accident.
called it.
Is that what they're calling it?
That was one of the things they said.
The
Parade
incident.
incident. So here's what was interesting. I went on MSNBC, and this was a couple days after it happened, I think. And MSNBC, I scrolled the entire fucking page, and there wasn't a single article, no line.
I was there. You did
nothing. Well, no, when you were there,
it was a minute
when
long.
you were there, they actually had the Ring doorbell video.
Yeah.
But I did it in the morning prior to the Ring doorbell video being available when he got arrested. That's all they had on their page was the Ring. Now, here's the thing. Why would they only provide that? I'm not a fucking idiot. That's what drives me crazy. People go, it's him being arrested. That's why you would provide only that, just seeing this black man get arrested. They're not going to share all the other. There's so much information behind this guy that if it was a fucking white man, it would be so crazy the coverage that it would be getting right now because he rapped and said insane stuff in his raps. He has multiple things from Facebook, social media postings that's been deleted. There's all kinds of there's stuff from him. There's people claiming that he's part of the 5 percenters. If you know who the 5 percenters are, it's a black lake.
Oh, here we go. Put the tinfoil hat on.
No,
Patrick.
I said I don't know if that's true or not, but you can go and look. He says we're terrorists, and he talks about fucking white people.
I saw the headlines too.
Hardcore, insane stuff, and all they have is the Ring doorbell video. Now it's not even on the MSNBC page. It's already fucking gone.
And
I scrolled,
on
the
eve of the Aubrey case, where arguably the last two major cases were both the same stature of the O.J. Simpson case, and one got so much media hype about how bad this guy was. The other one got so much media hype about how good the jury was. But then there's this guy that plows through a crowd of people, and they aren't even touching it, man. You would think that would supersede everything. It was a horrific event, you know? I don't get it, man.
They claim that he was zigzagging. And here's the thing. The media lied at the beginning. They go, he was running away from the police. He's the innocent. It was so bad of the police. No, that was made up lies. And I don't know if it's true. I always say I have no idea. I wasn't fucking there.
I saw the video though. You know,
did you actually see? I can't
every
watch
angle.
that shit.
I couldn't stop watching it.
I can't watch that stuff,
dude.
Because
I watched it from several angles. The balcony angle, looking down on it. The angle where he goes past the kid.
So did he zigzag and try to hit people?
He went super fast into it. Okay, almost ran over a little girl in between the parade and the sidewalk. Gone so fast, right? Then the aerial video is like the next frame in context. And you see him slow down. There's people everywhere in front of him. And I'm talking about like marching band, the dancing grannies, all these little kids with pom-poms and cheerleaders.
That's what offends me the most.
Oh, it was terrible, dude. And check it out, dude. He slows down. You can kind of see like he's looking for a path to get around them all. And then he just fucking says, fuck it, and dumps it and just runs everybody over. And he's trying to get the path of least resistance, you know, and he hit 40-some people. So he was obviously trying to get through, in my opinion, but with no regard at all to the human lives. He had to have been on drugs. He had to have been. You know what I mean?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
All right. So either I'm really, really blonde, or the media has not said this to me. I haven't seen it until Patrick said.
Yeah, you got to dig for real.
Yeah, but listen, and I've heard about it since the day it happened. Until Patrick just said that the guy was black, I had no idea.
You didn't even know.
I'm telling you, I didn't even know.
See, hey,
I've heard
Michael Murillo, fuck you, man. Seriously, Michael Murillo, if you ever hear and watch this, or anybody on Facebook, tell him to fuck you so hard.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know he was black until Patrick said it. And I'm not lying.
I was told on my. So, can you go to my Facebook? Do you mind?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so I hate. This is the only reason I talk about this. I'm so not. I don't give a fuck what you look like. I seriously care about your actions, man. That's all I care about. And how you are as a person is how my relationship's going to be with you, man. I treat everybody the fucking same, and then we go from there. But no, not so. You're gonna need to go to my postings, not just scroll. There you go. There you go. I'll go up. So that posting right there. Will you open up the comments?
Here.
Oh no, it's the next posting. Sorry, it's the next posting.
White people harming white people. Just another example of racism in America. A black man barrels into people at a parade, killing 4, injuring at least 40 more. Barely front page news. The death toll is 6 now, by the way. Thank you, media, for showing your bias, and a bigger thank you to all who buy into the racist division pushed by the prostitutes and government. 17 comments.
Okay. And I didn't say that there's no coverage, right, or anything. I just said that it's barely front page news. That's a big.
I had no idea he was black. I had no idea.
Somebody clip this. I'm gonna have to clip it myself.
Somebody.
Until Patrick said it, I had no idea.
That's a girl who works every day, has a huge family that she looks after her brother's daughters while he's serving for our country on a Navy ship, right? And she was too busy working and going about her day to pay attention to bullshit like we pay attention to because it's part of our gig. You know what I mean? And she had no idea the race of that because the media didn't fucking say it. Yet they called the Rittenhouse kid a white supremacist. They covered the race of the guy, the Aubrey guy, because it was an unarmed black guy.
Everything
whatever.
is when it fits a narrative. It's black, white, this
exactly.
and that.
So
but that's the thing. That's why I said I don't give a fuck what they do.
So
Honestly,
who
the
are you
media
so
can
mad
do
at?
what they want. But
who are you so mad about though? The guy that you just
He's
said
mad
F
at the
you to.
media.
No, who's that
Michael
guy?
Morello? Will you scroll down and
Yeah,
and
who's
so,
this Michael?
So here's what I said. So let's see. Go.
Michael Morello, okay.
He said, "Folks, was that my entire comment? Will you go up and? Because did I say? Oh, here's what I think I. Oh, here. So I actually said that. I said. So a person said something. He said, MSNBC. There was an incident. It's Trump's fault. But I actually went to an MSNBC. You can see. Can you read what I said if you don't mind?
Yeah, Wilson Cox. I scrolled the entire MSNBC webpage, and there wasn't a single article about this. However, there were multiple Rittenhouse ones. CNN had an article about the suspect, yet they had an image of an officer and not the killer. How people don't see through this is mind-boggling. And Wilson says, CNN and MSNBC have run so many op-eds and stories about how the Rittenhouse verdict was going to incite right-wing vigilantes to shoot peaceful minority protesters that it wasn't in the script for a black nationalist violent criminal to be incited to run over a bunch of kids and old ladies. Obviously, it's not as important as something Trump tweeted 3 years ago.
There's still shit about Trump on the MSNBC. Like if you go, here's what. So this is what drives me crazy. Michael Morello, who always has been halfway level-headed, but the more he posts stuff, I'm like, you drive me fucking nuts. He says, folks, do your own research. It's one of the very first stories on MSNBC. It's on every news station. It's on every news website. Don't accept misinformation at face value.
And then
Dude.
Michael Maxwell, the next fucking guy on the list.
Yeah, you read for him.
He says, but the Facebook man said it wasn't on MSNBC because he scrolled.
So then I told him, I said, I scrolled the entire site. There wasn't a story until they had the Ring doorbell video of him being arrested. I don't make up things, and unlike most, I actually do my own reading and thinking. And it's the truth. I went, and Kevin was there.
I was there.
I went and I go, oh, wow, there's actually a story. And it was on the top left of the page. It was the Ring doorbell. Guess what? It's just that video. There's nothing else. There's no connotation for anything. And it no longer exists on the MSNBC case.
And a perfect example is that Holland didn't even know.
Will you scroll back up for a second?
Yeah.
So, oh no. So I actually told Michael Max, I go, please stop commenting on my post. You continue to prove you have nothing worthy to add to any attempt at a conversation. He said, why no rap video? Is it evidence for the case? What the fuck are we? I
saw the rap video.
Why no omissions of pimping? Is it evidence in the case?
He talked about how he pimped that 16-year-old girl.
I'm talking about the media, dumb fuck. We ain't in
Yeah.
a fucking courtroom, dumbass. That's where I'm saying these people are like obtuse fucking assholes, and I can't stand it.
Yeah, I know. I hear
Obviously,
you.
like, I didn't even read what he said. Will you scroll down so I can see what else he said?
He says, why did they show video of Rittenhouse and talk all about his mother driving him to the protests? It had to do with the case. It had nothing to do with the case at all. Why are you so hell-bent on proving white people are portrayed in the media worse than black people?
I didn't say that.
And then he
That's
says...
where it drives
it's-
me fucking nuts. People put words in my fucking mouth, and I did not say that. This is what drives me crazy, is people go and they don't even read what you write. They assume what they think you fucking wrote or assume what they think you meant. They don't... I don't say anything about black, white, this and that. I'm tired of what's going on because it's causing fucking bullshit
all you
division.
said was it's not a headline. There's no reporting of it. That's all you said.
And it is the truth. If he was fucking white, there would be so much different... How could it not be? That's what's scary is how do people not see that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I know you have a little bit more fun probably than this. But this
okay, it's
seriously,
okay.
this shit drives me crazy because how do you not
No,
see?
take this
how do you
opportunity
not
to clear
see
your
what
name
the
on
fuck's
this, man,
going
yeah.
on? I don't understand how people don't see that. How do you not
Let me-
realize? I knew that at least 10 years ago at my night job, I would go sit at McDonald's because they had CNN. We didn't have cable. And I would go there to watch the propaganda. That's over 10 fucking years ago that I was doing that.
Yeah.
And people are still, my mom doesn't like Trump, and it took Trump telling her about fake news. My mom, who's in her early 60s, it took Trump pointing out fake news to her.
Hey.
She's a bright, educated person, and she couldn't see through the maze of the bullshit.
How did you find out the guy was black?
He
Are
was
you
black.
serious?
You
I'm
looked
just
at
serious.
it. He was black. You just saw it.
Do you want to know why? Because somebody I'm friends with on Facebook is one of the first people that actually posted his fucking mugshot because the fucking media did not. The media did not.
Fucking Aurora fucking revealed that shit to me.
No shit. See, in a chat room, a good friend of the show. Yeah.
And I watched something about it every single day. I had no idea.
a chat.
Patrick said it. That was it.
I have a crazy friend. I told you he's one of the ones. He was the fucking one of the first. He was literally one of the first people down there at the laundry's parents' house. One of the very first people
Was
to
it
go.
Evan?
No, his name's Jonathan Riches. People can't fucking stand him.
My friend Evan
and
was
I'm
there
not
too.
even actually friends with. He was literally like one of the very first to show up, and then the media showed up a couple of days later. But he's a fucking lunatic. I don't know
So
what.
let me ask you something. Going along with all these things, okay? I can see like you're like I want to clear this shit.
No, this is this is causing problems in our fucking
I know,
world. I don't
dude.
know how people don't see this.
Let me ask you. Why do you call your show the I'm Not Right Network? Is it because people think you're not right, or because you're not
Multiple
right of
reasons.
center? What?
For many connotations, that's exactly why. Because I get called right wing or what I'm fucking not, but at
So
the same
I'm not
time I
right.
get called a
Okay.
fucking lefty. And that's what I said. Like I'm not right in the head. I'm not right with my information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
like
makes sense, yeah.
many things. Like I'm not right. So I just thought it was a good name. Everybody else is like, oh, I fucking know everything. Blah blah blah. So fuck you. Read the title of the damn channel. Like look at him. He's narcissist. He's like, it's the Kevin Holly Show. And I'm not, they're like, I don't know what the dude's name is. I'm not right something.
Shane B's got a movie review YouTube channel. That goddamn narcissist Shane B.
Look, wait, can you keep reading? Keep going down. He says, you are blind with rage and brainwashed by the right to think your way of life is disappearing when it's actually not. I don't say that. I've hated the fucking government my entire life. Like, but since I've been young. Hey, guess what? When I was arguing against the Gulf War in my fucking junior high when it was going on. I'm 14 fucking years old when
You
the
didn't
first
know right from
Gulf
left,
War.
yeah.
So I didn't know anything, even though I was 14 fucking years old, because common sense I can go, did Iraq do anything to us?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here, and people are like, hey, they started spouting all the bullshit, and people love that, man. When we first got to watch the war on TV, that wasn't good, man. People sat in their fucking houses at night, and they watched this fucking, the night vision. You remember that? The Fox News played it?
Oh, it's
And
such
everybody sat
bullshit.
there.
They're coming behind the thing, and they're like, oh, we're getting shot at.
But Schwarzkopf became a fucking like Fauci type person. He was on the news every day and all that, and people bought into that shit. And I was fucking in junior high going, or either 8th or 9th grade. Remember, 14 years old, going, what the fuck is, and arguing with friends. I remember arguing with friends. So fuck you, Michael Maxwell. You're a fucking idiot. That's what I can't stand is, I know I'm not the smartest fucking person, but I know I have way more information and fucking knowledge than a lot of people. And then I'm going to be able to draw more from that. How could you not? You know what I'm saying? Like the more information, and I fucking lived. Like see, here's the thing, dude. I literally talk to everybody. I talk to fucking people. I'm guessing Kevin does too. Kevin's a talkative motherfucker, so I'm guessing you talk to all kinds of people, out in public. A friend of mine, he always thought it was weird. Like we'd be standing in line, and I would like start a conversation. I'd make people laugh and stuff, and it's like, yeah, that's normal fucking human behavior.
Hey,
you interact
check
with
this
fucking
out.
other people.
Check this out.
Oh, are you gonna go to the dude? I hate this fucking video. I hate this video.
Look at how fake this video is. CNN, first Gulf War.
Preparing to do a live report to us back here in Atlanta. Can we roll that now?
Hey, could somebody please put that...
Watch how fake it is. There's a green screen.
He goes,
Look, you see how they're all like, oh my god, oh, but look at this. You got the sirens in the background. They're putting on their helmets and their gas masks. But look.
What was it, Colonel Clink or whatever back in the day?
It's all such BS, man.
But you could watch. There's long recordings of them. That's.
I just.
That's just what. Here's what Michael. What the fuck is he talking about? Can you go back, seriously? I would like to see what he's saying because I haven't read that. Am I sitting there saying my way of life
I got it right
is
here.
being fucking taken.
He says, I was told my guns were going to get taken. They weren't. I was told they want immigrants to come in and take our jobs. They don't. I was told Christmas and Jesus were going to be a thing of the past. They're not. Your outrage is laughable. You want to find a story on MSNBC? Try the search bar boomer. He calls you a boomer. You're Gen X, man. You're not even close to a boomer.
He's younger than I am.
This is where he's so dumb.
Oh, yeah.
Scrolling on the entire MSNBC webpage, you should see more than a fucking link to this dude getting arrested. And if they're being intellectually fucking honest, they would not cover the things the way that they do. They obviously highlight certain things. Dude, go to MSNBC right now and see what you see. This will be a prime example of what they're doing. And this is bothersome because some people buy into this shit. And who's to say that this guy hadn't been sitting listening to a fucking Joy Reid and these race hustlers, fucking Biden and people in the government actually pushing the fucking... And again, he probably, like you said, he probably was driving through maybe out of his fucking mind and there was no racial connotations. But the way the fucking media portrays
Well, if they want to stay
everything-
consistent, they got to call him a racist BLM supporter that ran over white people. That would be consistent with all the other reporting they do.
Okay,
you know?
look, there's still the second article you see is about Trump.
I can't bring
Get
it
the
up.
fuck out of it. Why can't you?
I don't know. Anyway, it's
insane
break time.
waiting.
Listen, and we got Shane B, and I feel like we're neglecting Shane
I'm
B.
sorry, Shane B, man, for ranting and whatnot.
Shane,
but
we love you.
No, get your rage out, man.
It's not. Here's the thing, man, dude. Seriously, it's not rage. This is no lie. I had a black girl. She goes, man, and she said, do you have black family, or she said, are you just a really cool black person? Like
She thought you were black.
Yeah, and I was like, I said, well, man, I should be offended by that potentially, you know? And for real, I've had other black people tell me, like, dude, I can literally say you don't see color, and I'm like, well, I'm not fucking colorblind. You think I'm a fucking idiot? Like, I can see color, and I was just as judgmental as everybody else, man. But that's the thing. It's just fucking you as a specific person. I really don't give a fuck if you're all gangly teeth, you know what I'm saying? And I might not be able to hang out with you. Know what I'm saying? If you're like super fugly, like. You know what I'm saying? Like
So you were racist to ugly people.
Yeah, the dude from the Mask movie. What was his name? That had the
yeah.
Rocky Dennis.
Yeah, Rocky Dennis. Even though he was supposedly funny, man, like that shit made me cry watching that when I was a kid. I don't know if I could hang out with him. I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like I
He's
would.
a little too homely.
It would be difficult. Like. Do you think it would be difficult? Honestly,
I could probably have sex with a woman that looks like Rocky Dennis, just because I think women
There's
are hot.
a difference between sex and hanging out, man. There's a big difference.
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know if I agree.
How do we continue this conversation?
We'll come back. We'll come back.
Yeah,
This is good shit.
You want to hold through the break or call back in a minute, Shane?
How long are y'all going?
About between 8 to 10 minutes, but now
Yeah.
we've used up a couple minutes, so probably 8.
Yeah, that's all good. We'll be right back.
Oh, just go Facebook Live. Get off the internet. Shit. Let's continue this.
We'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show after this.
Hey, what's up? It's Ryan Hoppy.
Oh,
from
fuck
the
Ryan
two-time
Hoppy.
award-winning Hoppy Hour podcast, and you are listening to the Kevin Holly Show. How's Pops doing?
Cock chat.
We're dropping drawers and stabbing whores on the Kevin Holly Show.
Hi, this is Andre from the Harps, and you're listening to GOG 109 FM. Enjoy it! Hi, this is Andre from the Harps. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show. Enjoy it!
This is Chris Glick from the world famous Vape and Chill Periscope, and you are listening to the Kevin Holly Show on IRN on TuneIn Radio. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. All right.
شما دارین گوش میدین به Kevin Holly Show. شما دارین گوش میدین به Kevin Holly Show. شما دارین گوش میدین به برنامه Kevin Holly.
Man, when you doing the Kevin A. Holly Show again? Don't that come on Wednesday nights, right? I need to call in. I ain't called in to your show in a while. I need to call in again. Y'all still got the same number? I lost the damn number. I need to call in again.
That is not fucking cool.
Hey, yo, this is the original Guido, Skinny Vinny, wrestling manager at ACW, and you're listening to the Kevin Hawley Show. Why? Because your mother told you not to. Turn the frickin' volume up, you monkey.
I'm warning you. What's he do? Nibble your bum? He's got huge, sharp... he can leap about... Look at the bones!
It's the Kevin Hawley Show on the IRN Internet Radio Network.
Scratch that itch and slap that bitch. Welcome to the Kevin Hawley Show.
Y'all be going on vacation? See, the thing is, if you about to be up out this biatch, check it. Peep Delta. We be flying all over this bitch. Let me ask you something. You finna raise up and get your travel on? From the interior to the exterior. You got to get your posterior in one of these big-ass planes. Dog, you lay in the cut straight sitting on your ass and getting your drink on and your snack on while we floss and fly this mofo all over this bitch. East Coast, West Coast, it don't matter. Nia will get you to your hoe and back lickety-split. No shit. Then you be back at your crib chilling with a flat spliff, thinking we was some crazy-ass angel. Hell, these fat, round, thick-ass vessels run up in the sky so deep, it be crying. Yeah, you thought it was rain. So bring a towel, because at Delta, it's laid out like that. Call one of these fly-ass Delta coochies, and make all them punk-ass co-workers of yours catch the vapors as you be off and up out. You going? We fly you there. You been? We done already flew up in there. We got you covered like a Jimmy hat. At Delta, we loves us some flying, and it be showing like a motherfucker.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Kevin Holly Show, you're live. Who dat?
It's Ryan Villafora.
Hey! We got him.
Me and these whack fools don't agree all that much. I like Publix cashews, but these two love Aldi's nuts. A tea bag to these Packers makes them get hard. Their faces have taken more sacks than Brett Favre. Mosh is a Jew with ADD, but summer school classes taught him patience. I guess everyone in his family went to camp for concentration.
No.
Hey, it's Ryan calling up. I think that something's wrong with them. How many rapes have happened in Kevin's windowless van? All of them. I'm balling, son. Stop fast. I swear I'm not just hating, bro. But hey, you know what rhymes with podcast? I can't get on the radio.
That was a bar.
You ready?
Yeah.
They're gay, you know. Mosh and Kevin's stuff comes in his and hers. I'm just glad to be reaching out to all your dozen of listeners.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Okay, here's where the bars come in, Kevin. I'm going to give you the royal treatment. This is what someone would say to you in an actual battle rap. You ready for this?
No.
I'm the Prince of Thieves. Tell your mom I'll get a lot from her. I sure would be robbing her hood. Now look how much Kevin costing her.
Oh, my God. Jesus. Yo, he's coming for you.
Mosh is your Jason Mewes. His role is licking every spliff. So be silent and bob these Wessons, because I'll be giving Kevin Smiths.
Oh! Yeah, that was fire. Like, seriously.
You give white girl to white girls and you hit it every time. But the only way he'd spear a Britney is if Kevin fed her lines.
Oh, Jesus. Yo, he just put jewels on here. He just dropped a real jewel right
It's gonna get worse. It only gets worse.
It sounds like Bernie Sanders.
You ready? Are you ready?
Kill us.
I'll fold you like a house of cards until this geek's head is hazy. If he charges, he'll get dropped. I'm about to leave Kevin Spacey.
Oh, shit.
I reign in X-Men whether or not he's scary. Mosh, we both battled Storm. Now you're getting Holly buried.
Oh, man. Sheesh.
Mess with me, SNL. Don't care how he's ever feeling. I don't do a subliminal guy, but I'll have Kevin kneeling.
Oh, nice. That was for the old heads.
Leave your girl home alone, and I'll be wet bandit smashing her in the bathroom, clapping cheeks like Kevin McAllister. When your blood is on the walls, I'll be like, now I'm jolly. It's not Christmas yet, but I'll deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Oh! Yo, that was sick.
Wait, 4 more for you.
Yeah, get him.
I'll leave your foot loose with a hollow, man. You'll see separation. If I turn the heat up 6 degrees, then I'm gonna leave Kevin Bacon.
Boom.
Hey, you will be FC when my leg rocks your dome. My rhymes are a kick to the head. That's why I just sent Holly home.
That was a bar.
And Johnny Jones broke his bone.
True, very true.
Thank you. It's very true.
Holly home actually, Ryan. Oh, Holly home. That was crazy.
He sent Holly home. Dude.
Yeah. Mind blown.
Wordplay, son.
That was it, right?
That's it. That's all I got.
Please, God, say that's it.
That was enough.
Yes,
Yo.
I wanted to make sure you know what it's like.
Well, if you wanna sing country music these days, and you wanna have a chart-topping hit, you can't sing about crying, you can't sing about dying. You just gotta sing truck, beer, truck. Truck, truck, beer, 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 truck. You can't sing about about heartbreak and pain. And you can't sing about a lonesome old freight train. You can't sing about hard living or prison. You just gotta sing truck, beer, truck. Truck, truck, beer, 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 truck. You can't sing about when.
Playing some great music all around the world on WBRFM.com and TuneIn Radio.
Welcome back, everybody, to the final segment of the Kevin Holly Show. Thanks for sticking around for that break. I know it was brutal. Looking in this chat room, we got Josh. What's up, dude? Summer Sweeney's in the chat. Let me put on my glasses so I can hear you better. Do you guys remember that Mark Knopfler thing from back in the day when we used to make prank phone calls? You know, Mark Knopfler, the lead singer from Dire Straits. You're good there, dude. I know it made noise. Mark Knopfler. Do you guys remember Mark Knopfler?
Yes.
Shane's still on the phone.
Shane. I love it.
Oh my God, that's great. Welcome back to the show, Shane B.
Shane,
everybody.
did you really? He just sat there.
Yeah, no, he listened. I mean, he's
I was sitting here listening to the show through my damn phone and fucking up, attacking people on Facebook, because I'm an angry black man.
Well, I'm an angry white man, so that's all my rage.
Check out this prank phone call.
Right
Here, check this out. I got to play this for you guys.
Hello, Natalie Wilkinson, please. Natalie, please.
No, she in church. She going to church.
Excuse me?
She going to church. Who is this?
This is Mark. When will I be able to reach her?
Huh?
When will I be able to reach her? I'm getting pretty excited.
You can't reach her for this afternoon when she come back.
Will I be able to call back at about 2? Getting pretty excited thinking about the last time we made love.
Who?
Can I talk to her, please, Natalie?
Getting my side, my last time I made love.
Yeah.
Who you talking about?
About Natalie.
You talking about something you talking about something to get you in trouble while I catch you making love?
Oh, well, you won't catch us. What, is this her husband?
No.
Who? Who is it?
Where you live at?
Was this her boyfriend?
Where you live at?
I live in just south of Cheswell.
Yeah?
Just below Cheswell.
Yeah?
Who is this? She didn't tell me she was living with anyone.
Didn't you?
No. She didn't say she was living with anybody.
Didn't you?
No.
Well, you try making love. See what it gets you.
Get me a nice orgasm.
Huh?
Get me a nice orgasm out of the deal. You know what I'm saying?
What?
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that girl's fine. And
Come on,
she can fuck. She lays down those blues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Woo-wee, she's a fine-looking woman.
He doesn't know what he's
Don't you agree?
It gets better.
Hello?
Wait for it. Come on!
You still there, partner?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, don't you agree that she's a pretty fine-looking woman?
I tell you what.
What's that?
You better leave it like it is.
Leave what like it is? What do you mean? Should I stop by or what? Or call back?
Yeah, you stop by.
Stop by?
Yeah.
Okay.
You stop by.
What time would be a good time to drop by?
You can stop by now if you want to.
Well, I won't be able to get there for a while. I'd rather stop by when she's going to be there.
Yeah, she'll be here in a few minutes.
Huh?
She'll be here in a few minutes. You stop by.
Well, can I make sure that you're not there when I stop by? Because I want to be alone with her.
I won't be here. You stop here.
Okay, so I'll be able to be alone with her?
Yeah.
Because I want to get into them panties.
Yeah.
Okay?
You stop here.
All right. So you're definitely not going to be around,
There's
right?
a series of
No trouble, right?
prank calls by
'Cause if
Mark
I see you
Knopfler.
around, I have to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, I know you will.
Okay. Well, just so you, that's clearly
It's
understood.
not the one I thought it was going to be. God bless it.
You should play mine.
That's terrible. He says something along the lines of, I'm Mark Knopfler. And the guy's like, let me get my bifocals so I can hear you better. That's why I brought it up, and it didn't work. And I apologize.
I hate that, man, when you think it's you're playing the clip and you're like, ah, damn,
Nope.
this isn't what I wanted, and
Nope.
you're like a couple minutes into it, and
Hey, you know what though? I think we should do something else. I know it
You should play my prank call.
Work on your radio skills.
all right, let's do that right now. I could do that. Let's work on my radio skills, Shane B. What we're going to do right now is we're going to play a game, everybody. It's the Kevin Holly Show. Game time right now. It's my favorite part of the show.
You people know a lot about trucks. Bing, bing, bong. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me it's the Trump thing.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I might be in this. I'm going to be in the center.
Oh, hell yeah.
Are these new cards?
Yep, everybody grab a Trump card.
Wait, are they new? Are they new?
Yes. There you go. Hell yeah.
Bing, bing. Hello. You people know a lot about trucks. Bing, 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 bong.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a game we play on the Kevin Holly Show where I read a quote either from a celebrity or Donald Trump. And you decide, is it a quote from said President 45? Or is it from...
Wait, no, I have the same ones.
All right, flip them over.
Patrick, do you have the same ones as last time?
You people know a lot about trucks.
Patrick, you do.
No, I don't. I have a whole handful, so I'm sure I can find one that...
I've got mine. All right.
I just want to play the damn game correctly.
All right, let's do it. It's time for the No Trumps game on the Kevin Holly Show. Hell yeah. All right. Y'all want to play along in the chat? Feel free. I think I'm going to go first, and I'm going to read a quote. This is either from President Donald J. Trump, or it's a quote from Elon Musk. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the board, quiz the room. Here we go. The quote is, if you had to buy a new plane every time you flew somewhere, it would be incredibly expensive. Is that Donald Trump or Elon Musk? I'll read it again. If you had to buy a new plane every time you flew somewhere, it would be incredibly expensive. Elon Musk or Donald Trump?
Elon Musk.
Holland says Elon Musk.
Trump.
Patrick says Trump. Riz Hiz says Trump. Shane B says Trump. Aurora says Musk. The answer is Elon Musk. Aurora with the point. Hell yeah. Josh with the point. At the buzzer. Oh. All right. Holland, you want to go next?
All right.
All right, here we go. 30 seconds on the board.
These aren't great, and I've already done them, but... All right, pregnancy is a wonderful thing for the woman. It's a wonderful thing for the husband. It's certainly an inconvenience for a business.
Ooh.
Who said that? Donald Trump or Queen Victoria?
I doubt Queen Victoria's got much about business.
I doubt it.
I'm going Trump.
Yeah, can we get the Queen Victoria quote? Yeah, I say Trump too.
Okay, she said, I don't...
Well, you can't say what she said.
Wait.
We already know it's Trump, man.
It was
That's
Trump,
beyond
everybody.
I know. I don't...
That's beyond obvious.
I don't
right?
dislike babies.
What did she say?
What?
I don't... She said... Queen Victoria
But
said,
I do like eating them.
I don't I don't dislike babies. Although very young ones I find rather disgusting.
See, they got to be just a right, to... No.
I just...
That was obvious that was Trump, right? There's no way that's the fucking Queen.
Obvious. The Queen has to continue the bloodline. What the fuck?
All right, ready?
Can I do mine how we're supposed to? I'm going to read both the quotes, and then you have to guess.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the two quotes from, it's either Yoko Ono or Donald Trump, okay? Sometimes it pays to be a little wild, or you can be very wild and still be very wise.
That was only one quote.
Yoko Ono.
No, those are two separate quotes. So
Say them again.
There is one quote that says, sometimes it pays to be a little wild.
You fucked it up, Patrick.
And the next quote is, you can be very wild and still be very wise.
You can be
Who
very
said,
wild and still be very wise is Yoko Ono.
And so you got Yoko Ono or Trump. Sometimes it pays to be a little wild, or you can be very wild and still be very wise. Which one do you think Trump said?
The wise one is Trump.
He said the first one.
Second one, Trump.
Second one, no. I say the second one.
Yeah,
is
she
Yoko
says opposite
Ono.
to you.
Yeah, I'm opposite.
What about you, Shane? You got a thought on that?
I'm always wrong though, so.
Fucking up the formula of the
Yeah.
I'm playing the game how it's supposed to be played, but
I beg to differ.
Patrick read the rules recently, so.
It's so insane, isn't it? I showed Shannon, she's like, "What?" I'm like, "This is music. This is art."
Shane, what's your answer, bro?
Sometimes it pays to be a little wild. Yeah, I'll go Trump.
Aurora says 1. Shane says 2. I got 2.
Yeah, Trump's the wild one. Ono was the wise one.
What the hell are you even saying? Which one is it?
Which one?
Trump is the wild one. Oh, they both are wild.
Go
Trump,
for crying
I'm
out
sorry.
loud!
Trump says.
Yoko.
Trump says that sometimes it pays to be a little wild as Trump.
Yes.
And sometimes it pays to be very wild, still be very wise as
Yes,
Ono.
I got it.
What do you think she's? Somebody
once I got
crazy
it.
like that. What do you think she's like?
What I think is you messed up the rotation, man.
That's how it's supposed. Well, then yell at the game makers. Can we do that?
The game makers?
Yeah.
Patrick read the rules.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to play.
Are you a game maker?
No.
I'm a gay taker. I'm not a gay maker. I'll
Give the quote. Who said it?
Aurora's confused. You confused the memstress, man.
Thank you, Aurora. Get him. Get him.
But so right there, the quote that she read, it's beyond obvious that the queen,
It wasn't the queen.
didn't say that. So
Right.
that's why you include both the quotes. So it's a little bit confusing, like how.
If it needs this much explanation, you just fucked it all up, man. Oh.
I'm so shocked that nobody realized though that how you were doing it was not because it's.
Shane, what?
I've been doing the same thing
Yeah.
we did with goddamn the civil rights movement. We got our damn freedoms and our rights now, all right? And fucking we stopped we put a nice little roadblock on this racism shit, but the Democrats decide, oh, let's bring it back. Let's make everything racist, like the roads.
Like Yoko Ono.
Get the fuck out of here. You're fucking up the flow.
Yeah, I agree. It's ridiculous.
Raw.
This guy. This fucking guy. Oh. Okay.
You know I follow the rules, man. Come on.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
We got one more. There we go. 30 seconds on the board. This is either, I'm going to do it the right way. It's either a quote from Bill Cosby or Donald Trump.
You did it last week. I hope it's.
I got a
for
lot of Bill Cosby ones,
okay.
yeah. And Trump ones, yeah.
Because they're both rapists.
Oh, when someone crosses you. No, I'm kidding. When someone crosses you, my advice is get even. That is not typical advice, but it is real life advice. If you do not get even, then you're just a schmuck.
You read that last week.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. And
Yes.
all the rest of my cards also say what I said last week.
That is Trump.
Shut up, Shane. That's ridiculous. He knows from last week. It's not fair.
Yeah.
All right,
I
I got.
have the same cards.
All right, I got one. It's Trump or Leona Helmsley. Who the fuck is that?
Who?
I don't know. You want me to read that one? All right. This is either Jack Black or Trump. When it's a bad movie,
Will you read both of them?
Yeah.
Because they're both good. So
when it's a bad movie, you want to release it quietly, so you try to keep it a secret like an STD.
That's Jack Black.
Or, frankly, condoms are a very, very poor protection against sexually transmitted diseases.
That's Donald Trump.
what was the context of that conversation? And let me tell you another thing.
In between the ferns, you know.
So tell me your thoughts on condoms.
Aurora says Trump.
I want to know the context of that, man. Seriously. Why?
Fanatical Bucks fan says, play by the rules. Aurora says, this game is racist. Fanatical Bucks fan says, Trump would say that. Well, which one? I read 2 quotes. See, this is why you effed it all up, man. You can't read both quotes. You read one quote, they pick between both the people.
Yep.
Thank you, Shane.
But then when you get to her quote, the only reason is when you did the Bill Cosby one, it was obvious that it was Trump, and I was like, well, that ain't the way that's supposed to be. And then I read the rules, and that's why. If you would have started off with a quote that it made sense that it could have been either one of them, I would have never fucking questioned the rules, I don't think.
I don't know what you even just said. And Aurora said, no, I said Jack Black. Now I'm so confused, man.
You're not sending out swag bags anyways. Who cares?
Oh, I am too. I'm personally delivering that one to Aurora.
You have a better chance to be homeless and him handing you a bag than you getting anything from the show.
Oh, you guys are dicks.
No, I'm giving you props for that.
Fanatical Bucks fan says, do a shout out to my brother, Dumb. What does that mean? What's up, Dumb? Welcome to the show, everybody. Dumb. Hey, Dumb. Thanks for listening, Dumb.
If I may say right quick, if you haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, this is the next review I'm working on. Speaking of STDs.
Thank you for bringing this around, dude.
This one is definitely one to the franchise.
Did you pay to go watch that?
There's a lot of cameos, man.
I have a way around that.
Okay, I was going to say, because, man, that would be rough to drive and give currency for that.
There was no way I was going to go watch this in the theater. The movie did provide the expectation of the young little girl that's supposed to be the granddaughter of Egon Spengler.
The granddaughter, yes.
She is the best part of the fucking movie. She is the only good part of the fucking movie, in my opinion. Everything else around her, it's like she's struggling to deal with the shit that's being thrown at her. Now, Jason Reitman and Dan Aykroyd had hands in writing this shit. Jason Reitman fucking directed this shit, and it seems like they don't know what the fuck they should have done. There was a movie that should have been going on, and it didn't happen because they were too busy trying to remind these audiences, hey, remember the first good movie? Like they're trying to make up for the 2016 Ghostbusters, which was an absolute trash fire. And these fuckers just kept saying, hey, remember the first movie? Remember the first movie? Remember the first movie? The good one? The good one? Hey. Nostalgia. That's all this movie is.
Really?
That's what a lot of those movies are. It's if you haven't seen the first one often, you don't get a lot of the second or third one, and it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Let's pretend the second one never happened. The girl one, because
I did it.
They're inferior because they're women.
Well, there was a Ghostbusters 2.
Oh my goodness!
So there was a Ghostbusters 2 back in the day.
Let's just pretend it didn't happen.
But no, I'm talking about there legitimately back in
'89.
Yeah, there was a Ghostbusters 2, which wasn't that good.
The third one is the one I'm talking
fine.
about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, compared to these, it was.
Well, let's just say
2 was fine.
Let's say compared to this,
great.
Because the third one didn't exist. But the fourth one that Shane's talking about, okay, I heard that there was innuendos.
Can we just sing the Bobby Brown song?
No.
Got to take control. You remember that?
Got to take control.
I fucking love Bobby Brown, man. I had that cassette single. I think I had that cassette single.
Hold on, let Shane sing it as much as you can, start to finish. Come on.
Well, we just got.
I can't remember how it starts out, but yeah, it's the. It was from Ghostbusters 2, right?
Yes.
Got to take control.
It was after they got gooped. They went to the restaurant to get Peter and fucking
to get some
Bobby
Peter.
Brown was actually a bus boy there at the restaurant. Ooh, can I get a proton pack for my nephew or some shit? Whatever.
Come on. Hell yeah.
We're gonna get thrown off of Facebook.
I don't care. We're live right now. They can't stop us being live. Come on. Dance.
I could do that, man.
Do it right now.
Fuck,
Come on,
you
do it
wanna
right
watch
now.
me fall on
Do
my
it right
face?
now or I'm going to tase your ass.
I can't.
I'll
There's
tase
no
you.
way.
I'll tase you.
I'll shove it up your ass and I'll fry that cat along the way, man.
Oh, look at Bobby Brown, man.
Hey, it's Rick Moranis. Let's go punch him while he's on the street. Right?
I just did a radio segment on a review of this fucking movie yesterday, man, and I'm getting so much flack for it.
There's Donald Trump. There's Donald Trump.
Oh
I'm sorry, Shay. Donald Trump just walked out of the. It's just so funny to see how Trump was treated back in the day, and then now he's persona non grata, like a horrible fucking.
Shane, you
They
got
tried
it.
to erase him out of fucking Home Alone 2.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him in the Bobby Brown video. Ready? Here we go. Come on. Here he comes.
He's looking up at Bobby dancing on the Trump
Tower, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
There he goes. Looking good. Looking good.
Is that Bruce Jenner?
I thought it was Bruce Jenner, too.
That's Superman. What are you talking about?
I thought it was Bruce
He's
Jenner,
riding a bike. That's a pre-horseful.
Can I just say real quick, and Shane, I think you'll agree with me on this. A girl in a cocktail dress, a tight miniskirt dress, all one piece like that, high up above the thighs. Oh, good God.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm still there, yeah. Genevieve, like a good Latina woman with her dress all hiked up like that. Ugh.
I like my wife. Just like
I don't have a wife, Patrick. Okay.
But for real, when she wears stuff like that,
Oh, that's hot.
and
Yeah.
she'll wear like nice undies specifically for
Damn it.
to
Stop it.
His wife is beautiful.
Shane B, you ever wear panties like that?
Not recently.
Is it a no panties Wednesday for you right now? It's a no panties Wednesday. Hey.
I'm stretching my boxers out, getting ready for this Thanksgiving dinner. You know?
Oh, what do you mean stretching out your boxers? What kind of, are you going to put your dick in the mashed potatoes? What are you talking about? I'm stretching out my boxers for Thanksgiving. Oh, dude.
Hey, Shane, so I wonder, so you're watching movies, you're doing reviews. Do you think that Hollywood has run out of ideas? Because a lot of the things are just
Yes.
regurgitation. Like, here's what's hilarious. So they came out with the Black Wonder Years. That's basically what it is. It's the Wonder Years, and they made it a black family.
They're like, I wonder where my daddy is.
And no.
I'm sorry, Shane.
So there was people claiming that, oh, here we go. Yep, all these white people, and they just can't handle seeing a black family on TV and all this shit. And it's like, no, we're actually like not even white people, just creative people are bothered. Like, it's insulting as a creative person how there's no creativity, just to recycle shit over and over and over. Come up with something new, man. Like,
we're trying to pinpoint a group I deal with. We do a couple podcasts and shit like that, whatever. We're trying to figure out where the fuck it really started, and we use a setting point for Ghostbusters 2016 and went backwards. And right now it's looking about around the Resident Evil movies. As they kept going, it was just like they just kept getting boring and boring and boring, more and more and more. I was like, where did it really start? And then ended up back at Terminator.
Oh, Terminator 2.
Around Terminator 3.
2 was awesome. 3 doesn't exist in my mind. Much like Ghostbusters 3.
3 was so bland.
I
And
fell
it was
asleep.
just like, oh, I watched this movie just to find out the war happens any damn way. It was a pointless movie. And then
Yeah.
Salvation happened. It was like, okay, you could have done more. And then Genesis, or Genesis as they spelt it,
Genesis.
that shit erased the first 3 movies, or the first 2 anyway. It's like, what the fuck, Hollywood? And
Yeah,
now
take
they're
that
just,
away,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
retreading on old shit. Be like, what can we reboot? And like you just said there with the Wonder Years, a Black Wonder Years. I've said this too many damn times before. You are doing a story about a young kid who has a narration of an older voice of himself going through the struggles of his family and his life. Oh, gee, we've never had that show before. Oh, it's called Everybody Hates Chris.
Mm-hmm.
That shit has already been done.
well, and I laughed that they were claiming that the white people don't want to see black families together on TV, and I was like, well, let's see when the Wonder Years was a hit TV show, and you go and it was like Family Matters, A Different World,
Different Strokes, The Cosby
no, I'm talking
Show.
about at that like actual time though.
A little after, yeah.
Yeah, like there was multiple black families.
I grew up
on-
with it, yeah.
Yeah, that's all kinds of. I still argue that why don't they do Quantum Leap? I don't fucking understand that.
Oh,
they could
a
push,
black Quantum Leap.
Well, no, they could push. Do you remember what Quantum Leap
Yeah.
was?
I remember Quantum Leap.
Because they actually they kind of were doing social justice stuff a little bit back then. They could push so much shit because every episode he could hop into a trans person, then he could hop into a white nationalist,
right.
then he could hop into a person that's in Afghanistan trying to escape. Dude, they literally every
They
single
did.
episode
Every
they could
episode.
put. Do you remember what Quantum
'Cause he
Leap
was-
was?
'cause he was
Because that's
girls,
what they
he
did.
was guys, he was
popped
kids,
in and
he was-
he would figure out where he was at times. And I remember like he would pop into like
'Cause he
civil,
lost his book.
the civil rights.
I've got it right
movement.
here.
He would pop into fucking
Black
war
Quantum
areas.
Leap right here.
Oh, there we go.
In the bodies of other black people across time,
It's
and
Black
driven
Quantum Leap.
by an unknown force to endure the hardships of being black throughout history. His only guide on this journey is Gene, his Jewish friend from his own time, who appears in the form of a hologram that only Jamil can see and hear. So Dr. Ellis finds himself leaping from life to life, striving to survive as a black man and not get beaten or killed wherever he lands, hoping each time
This is
that
ridiculous.
his next leap will be the leap home.
How did you find it?
Just typed in Black Quantum Leap.
No, I'm part of the media now.
That was funny.
Please let it play. Oh
Okay.
no, it's not. No, keep letting.
It's only
Oh,
another
it's still
minute.
going.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the music and everything. Oh, Jesus. What the?
He's biting his ear off. Come on, Shane. That's
Oh, that
funny.
was funny.
Oh, Shane, you got to come back and watch this. This is incredible.
That would be so funny if he did. If
Oh,
he,
you see
if
it.
he did, he bopped into the middle of him biting fucking Hollifield's ear and shit. Oh, that would be great.
No, make it stop. Yeah.
O.J. Simpson.
Uh-huh. He bops into OJ taking his gloves off and shit, like fucking, or glove or whatever. Oh, dude, that was funny, man.
That was funny. I don't know how you found that.
Hey, you know what's worse?
What?
I don't know if I should play this because it's really bad. But there's
Maybe you shouldn't.
Oh no, it's really worth it though. There's a clip of you guys ever seen the clip of Mike Tyson he's at a presser with another boxer and he gets really mad and he starts yelling at the crowd and he starts like yelling really racist and gay homophobic stuff at the crowd.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you have to. Shane, have you seen it?
It doesn't surprise me.
Isn't my idea about Quantum Leap like perfect for Hollywood?
It is. It's
though?
perfect.
For real, I don't understand why they don't do that. The only thing I could say is maybe the money of having so many different sets and whatnot, but I don't know why they could push so much shit and I don't know why they're missing out, man.
I think you're right. Because that parody was hilarious. That's satire.
Dude, they could even do where talking about like just the science behind what the hell is going on and be like
popular culture
and
you know,
putting up Fauci and like dude hey Shane, did you see the Tomorrow War?
Yeah, I saw that garbage.
Dude, I knew like honestly 6 minutes into it I go, this is going to be pro climate change propaganda bullshit. I don't know if you noticed, about 3/4 of the way toward the end, they're all together and they find out like the secret or whatever it was, and they literally break it down like this. They go, we need to go tell government about this. And then they go, no, we can't rely on them anymore. It's up to us to actually do. And that's how they're saying with the climate change all bullshit. It was total climate change propaganda. You go, there was like
and they could have
monsters
done
in there.
That
And it's like,
in
no,
the
it was,
first 15 minutes of that damn movie.
it was like 3
Fucking
movies.
Hell. Why would you utilize the power of time travel to go back to meet these people back in the past and just say, hey, aliens are going to attack. Let's go ahead and prevent this right now. Right now.
Yeah.
That movie should have been 30 fucking minutes.
It seriously was so long. It was like, this should be and it just kept going and going and going. But it was a lot of like climate change bullshit.
Remember Planet of the Apes when it first came out and you watched it all the way to the end? The movie, not the original, but the movie that came out.
Charlton Heston?
No. The
Marky Mark?
Yeah, no.
James Franco?
The one with the ape that talked at the end.
Oh, the fucking James Franco one.
Yeah. And
those movies.
You watch the whole goddamn movie, and finally, after like 2.5 hours, you got the guy, the ape or whatever, and he's like, "No," and that's it. It's like I watched the whole movie for that. No.
I liked the first one though.
It was kind of cool
because I liked everything about it. But then by the time you get to the third one, and Woody Harrelson's there, like leading the human army, and it's like,
all he said, no. He's not like, no, I have a lot to speak about with this. No, he's just no, which was still awesome. I was like, he talked. He fucking talked. He said no. He talks, and then it was over.
He had a little bit more passion into that though.
No.
That's when you shoot that sumbitch in the head right there. Oh, what did you say? No. Wow. No.
Well, this never happened. Yeah, you know. All right. So check this out. For those of you that have thick skin, it's important. Maybe it's not important, but wait until you see and hear Mike Tyson just go off. Like, y'all saw the video of Mike Tyson when he was older in his 50s before his last fight, and he was training, and he was like, pa 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 pa. I should probably play that first. Here, let me turn this off. And so there's a video of Mike Tyson. I think it was last year, maybe the year before it. He had a fight. Who did he fight as an old guy? It was like was it Buster?
Evander Holyfield?
No, it wasn't Holyfield.
It was, not Mayweather, but
shit.
Roy Jones, right? Or no? Fuck, who was it?
No, he's not saying.
Because it was a joke. Because they pretty much agreed they weren't going to knock each other out. Wasn't it somebody like a Mayweather?
I can't remember. No, it wasn't Mayweather. It was another heavyweight, and it was another older guy.
No,
and
it was somebody
here's a
smaller
clip.
than him.
So there's a commercial, of course.
It was somebody smaller than him, man.
So Tyson at 53 years old, okay, he comes out and he throws out this video before this event that was about to happen. And, you know, Tyson's been through a lot with the face tattoo and the movies and the drug abuse and all that, right? And his unfortunate criminal record. But he comes out and he's like training. There's this video. Why do I have the wrong video? Excuse me, of course.
Roy Jones Jr. is who he fought.
Thank you, yes.
So I'm saying it was somebody that was smaller than him because Jones he wasn't a heavyweight, right?
I'm pretty sure he was.
Right?
Yeah. So
was he a heavyweight?
Check out Tyson. Okay, here's the video of it.
Well, Tyson's going to kill Paul if they fight. I don't really know anything about Paul, but I think Tyson would kill him if they legit.
Look at Tyson training at 53 years old. Okay, watch this.
No better cold-blooded.
And now he's high on weed too, man.
Yeah, right.
You know that, right? That
toad venom.
He attributes like cannabis and.
Look at his dick. He's got a huge dick.
I wouldn't say huge.
Look at how at 53 years old. Look at this guy. Oh. Right? Who would want to fight this guy, right?
Yeah, because I think Jones came out, and you could tell Jones hadn't really done that much like Tyson. Like Tyson's training like to like really fight again, and I didn't watch the fight. My understanding, like Tyson could have fucking killed him if he wanted to, but they agreed to not really knock each other out, and it was more of an exhibition. People thought there was going to be a real in it.
So stay tuned for this one. There's a couple of F-bombs, and I'm not talking about the UCK, all right? But this is Mike Tyson, I think about 20, 25 years ago at a presser where he gets enraged, okay? And listen to the words. Check this out. Come on, hurry up here. Is there music behind all of this? All right, we can't do that.
Can't hear it.
Yeah, we can't have the music. I got to find a better one. You know what? It's because there's something else playing. That's why. Here we go. I got this.
Don't you hate
Check it out.
Hate that.
Here.
Hate that.
Listen to what Mikey says. Here. I say Mikey because we're tight.
Put your mother in a straight jacket, you punk ass white boy. Come here and tell me that if I fuck you in your ass, you punk white boy, you faggot.
He says, I'll fuck you in your ass, you punk white boy, you F it, right?
You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I'll eat your asshole alive, you bitch.
He says, I'll eat your asshole alive?
Now, this is pre-prison, right?
No, post.
Oh, this was post?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So he knew what he was talking about. He knew.
Lennox Lewis Lennox Lewis was, I can't remember, this is when he was getting ready to fight Lennox Lewis, so that would have been
I don't know. No, this is a totally different one than what we were just talking about. This is 20 years ago.
No, that's what I'm saying. This was
the
during
original.
This was during the like press conference for the Lennox
It
Lewis.
may have
shit.
been. Here.
Bitch, fuck you hoe. Come and say in my face, fuck you ass for everybody. You bitch, come on, you bitch. You're scared coward. You not man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man.
Here it comes.
I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
I'll f you till you love me. That to me, that guy was already the world's favorite boxer. He was the most badass. And he said the words, I'll F you till you love me, F word. You know what I'm saying? That is scary shit right there, man. Like, who would step in the ring with that guy?
especially
He
when
told Lennox Lewis in 2000 he'll eat his children. What the fuck is a surprise?
Love this guy, dude.
Well, that's scary because when he says F whatever, you pan to the crowd and he's talking to Barbara Walters. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be great? He's yelling at her. And she's just sitting there like, I didn't even.
Aurora says he's smoking toad. That's what I heard. I
Yeah,
heard.
right there. That's what just Aurora said it best. He's smoking that toad shit, man.
I've read more articles on that, man. Like people are going to. They claim people are going to like those resorts and like getting high off the toad venom and whatnot.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like-
I got some toad venom if you want. You know, I got those boofu frogs, the boof frogs, at my backyard. Yeah, come by. I'll show you the boof frog.
I'm not getting high off.
Hey, you can lick
your
the boof
toad
toad, man. Yeah, just shut your eyes. I'll turn off the lights. I'll be like, hey, man, come back here. Look at this. You got to keep the lights down. Otherwise, you know, they get scared and they run away, you know. Come on, Patrick. Holland, you down?
I just like how he yells,
He's
"I'll
like, yeah.
eat your ass."
I know,
Like
dude.
It was.
I'll eat your ass in front of
You
everybody.
went too far. You went too far.
Oh, but it was so passionate. And the guys, you know he's going to F up that guy. Like, who after that display would be like, I'm having second thoughts. I don't know if I really want to fight this guy. You
Well,
know
not
what I mean?
that long ago, did you see I think he was going around for maybe the Roy Jones. He was on one of those talk shows, and a person was saying stuff, and he didn't like how he was being talked to. And did you see that? That happened
No.
I'm guessing within the past year, or like he was. Well, I think he was there. He's doing something with cannabis now, isn't he? Doesn't he actually have like something to do with cannabis?
He's got a brand or something now.
So I think he was there to talk about that, and they were trying to bring up his shit from back in the day. Yeah, and it may be old because he goes, "Why you gotta be a punk ass bitch?" or whatever. He tells the guy that, and then he pretty much like, dude, it looks like he's gonna kill the guy.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
You're
Why
not
would
man
you
enough.
do that
I eat your
as
asshole alive, you
even a
bitch.
journalist? Why would
Fuck
you
you,
go
you
there?
hoe. Come and
So,
take my
Mike,
face.
let's remind
Fuck
you
you,
about
asshole,
your
everybody.
conviction and for fucking around with little kids or whatever he did. That
Yeah. I'd
Really?
probably take that day off. You know what I mean? Just not even show up.
Norm Macdonald had a sports show briefly.
A little while, yeah.
Well, supposedly they had to where O.J. Simpson, while he was in prison, he was going to join them on the show. And Norm, even though he did all the murder jokes and whatnot, he was just going to talk to him about his football career. He legitimately just wanted to have him on to talk about his football career. And I guess eventually OJ's lawyers found out, and
Yeah,
they're like,
that's
nah, you can't go out. They found out who Norm was. They eventually figured out who
it
he
out,
was.
yeah.
They're like, this is just a sports guy. This is
Shane, I actually wanted to have Rosenbaum on my show tonight and talk about his skateboarding career, but that didn't really come to fruition.
in Kenosha, they were at like the Black Lives Matter. Now they're out there like in the streets and whatnot. They had heroes. They had the two that were killed that were not good human beings.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have been like.
It's
Doesn't mean they needed to
unfortunate, man,
decide
you know.
like. But they had them on heroes, and they were marching with like that on a sign. And there's a couple. Well, you were there. The man.
I was not there in Kenosha.
No.
Hold on.
At my,
I wasn't
at my
there.
house when we were. You were there.
I wasn't there.
You were there.
Yeah, you lost your
pointing
virginity
out.
to my sister. You remember? You were there. Colin, you were there.
No, when we looked
what?
at the
No.
tweets, the guy from The Mandalorian, he tweeted out how they looked like rest in peace to them and
Mm-hmm.
like we won't forget them. And then the Mark Ruffalo did too. Like
Yeah.
people like on the left are like celebrating them as the same with like George Floyd and Jacob Blake. Dude, there's a video of Jacob Blake, Kamala went and talked to his family. There's a video of her leaving Jacob Blake's hospital room and going like, such a great family and this and that. No, he was a horrible person.
It might have been a great family. You know, his parents might have been good. You know?
No.
I don't know.
No, there's no way, man.
How do you not know that?
Possible.
There's lots
Because
of
of
kids
him.
that do shitty things.
That they fucking failed in some way, shape, or form.
Well, look
for
at
him.
you. I mean, your parents were good people, and then look at your dumbass.
Yeah, I'm not.
just
no,
kidding.
that's not. I'm not going out and being. That's a horrendous human being. You failed as a fucking parent if that is how you're.
Or maybe you did everything you could, and the guy just fucking didn't. You know.
No, I think that's.
Shane, what do you
horseshit,
think?
man.
I hear you
that's
chiming
horseshit.
in out there. Shane B, what's up? What do you think?
No, I tweeted a nice, nasty little comment at Pedro Pascal over his little fucking remarks.
That sounds made up.
That's one of the fucking issues I'm involved with now with a couple family members about me justifying what happened with Kyle, and they're calling me, oh, you so that was that weight shit. I think it was trying to say white, and autocorrect stepped in and said wait. What the fuck ever. Idiots know how to use goddamn fucking Anyway,
it's bad
I think
enough you
that's
got
what
to
they're
deal
fucking
with.
going at. No, this is the sad part. This is the sad part. Both of these fucking family members, I shall leave unnamed, they are gun-toting, fucking believe they have the right to carry guns, Americans who are also black. I'm like, hey, this is a win.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you so mad about this damn kid when he killed no black people at all? Worst white supremacist ever.
He's doing a
What
rough
the
job.
fuck?
He also was protecting some Middle Eastern's establishment.
I thought it was his grandfather's.
That as well. There's many businesses apparently that he was, protecting. But the whole city was burning for 6 straight days, and the guy's out there helping people, saying, "Stop, we're friendly. First aid, I can help. I'm a lifeguard. I got this gun."
Was he telling people that I'm a lifeguard?
Probably.
Well, then he wasn't.
He
on
probably
any
was
black
bragging
people.
about it.
Who knows? Who knows, man?
He
But
was young. He's,
the fact of the matter
the
is, he wasn't
beautiful-
hunting people.
The beautiful comments of, no, he should not be doing something like this, taking the law into his own hands. That's the job of the police.
They took the police
wow,
away.
This is the city that is trying to defund the police.
And how are people okay with that?
My understanding, it came out in the trial that he ran toward the police after he was attacked.
He's
I
like,
heard that
"Help."
too.
And they
He said,
actually
I think
kind
I
of
did
led
this.
him back to
And said,
the
"Go on.
mayhem.
We're done."
And one of the dudes that had a gun waited there. Like, he actually waited for him after he was with the police. And again, I've paid little attention to this, and I know more than the people that think they're legal experts.
Holland didn't even know that Rittenhouse was white until just now.
I didn't. I really didn't. Are you laughing? Because why?
No, Rittenhouse is the white boy. That's...
Oh.
No, I'm actually.
But listen, I
Hey, well, let me ask you this: did you ever watch the video of him supposedly smacking the girl?
I did. Yeah, it was hard to watch because it was hard to tell what
It
was
does
really
look
happening.
like him though, with the glasses.
Maybe.
And how he...
I don't know.
I don't. He's
Doesn't
not
matter. It's irrelevant because that has nothing to do with the fact that he was defending himself, getting attacked.
Oh no, but I think there's a lot of people that hail him as like he's like a good boy. He teaches CPR to adults at
For
the
fuck's sake, Patrick!
ALF on the weekends.
If the people that he shot were such bad people, but we're not allowed to talk about how bad of a person they were, okay? Then how is it okay to talk about him beating some girl in a video that had nothing to do with the case of him defending himself, saying it was self-defense? It makes absolutely no
What was Holland
sense.
about to say? What was Holland about to say?
Holland is stoned and forgot.
About you finding out about that he was white.
I do.
Oh, that was Well, no, I had no idea.
That the other guy was a black
other guy was-
the
yeah,
parade
I
guy.
had no idea.
Well, people
I
didn't
assumed
know
he
that
was white. I assumed he was
people
white.
thought Rittenhouse killed some black men or women. They didn't know that.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so people have said something about it being racial. I'm like, how? He's white. He killed some white people.
Because it was at a BLM
That's
movement.
the weirdest
That's
shit,
all.
man. To get black men and women up in arms about white-on-white crime.
It's because it was
weird.
white people at a
It's
BLM
fucking
event,
weird.
and so that makes
I
that
know.
white guy racist.
But again, Jacob Blake wasn't a good person, so why are you going and doing anything in that person's
It doesn't matter if he
honor?
was a good person or not. The fact of the matter is that
Okay.
he pulled a knife on the cops.
But I don't understand the whole, again, that tribalism. I've never understood it.
Well, maybe you should become a Freemason, and then you'll understand.
Oh, I got the handshake down, and I hide my hand in every picture, and I try to fucking
playing with you.
offer up.
Funny enough, the people, the reason the cops were there was because a black woman called the cops on him.
Well, that seems quite
Yeah, but who cares if she was
stereotypical.
black or white?
Fact.
Fact.
I thought he said fat. I thought it
No,
was
he
one
said
of
That's
those.
talking about my dick. That Magnum condom. You know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
it's just sad. All the shit's just sad, but that's where you could go and look. Watch how his trial was covered and how they called him white supremacist. Everything white. Now white people, murder's legal. We're allowed to go kill people. But again, the black man, nothing. She didn't even know he was black. And then you have people.
Yeah, the media is
we're
so
just, We're just
hypocritical.
trying to point it out to people to make them realize it's not just in these circumstances with the black-white stuff. It's many things where they mislead you, they lie to you. Every fucking story about ivermectin, they would show the horse they would actually show the horse
horse
version
paste,
of it.
yeah.
They would always show. They would never show the real reality of it being a fucking human drug.
50 billion people have
And
taken it.
They would always call it
Nobel Prize.
livestock
Yeah.
medication, and it's a wonder drug. Like, you can go on
It's
the
like
government
aspirin,
website,
right? Yeah.
all the shit.
Listen, the show's over. We got to go.
So fucking annoying.
I got to say. Holland,
Yes.
Patrick,
Mhm.
Shane B, everybody out there on the IRN and the WBRFM in the Wigan Borough,
Or iHeartRadio.
Where's the camera?
Spotify.
Or YouTube.
I'm
Or
burning
Twitch. Or
these.
Facebook.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Be thankful for whatever it is that you're going to be thankful for. Love your friends and family and your neighbors and your children, especially, most importantly. And thanks for listening to the show. I had a lot of fun with you guys, man. It was cool.
Can I say smile, hug your kids, and enjoy life, man? Hey, I may sound like a cranky old fuck. I'm not, though. I fucking love life. So
The I'm Not Right Network on Twitch. Twitch.com/the I'm Not Right Network. I'm not right. Right?
I'm not right. Network.
Holland's Hairport in beautiful downtown Elvers. MarijuanaGolf.com, our sponsor tonight. The IRN, the Internet Radio Network, IRNBroadcast.com. Stick around tonight after the show in just a few minutes for Nitwit TV. Hell yeah. No, tonight. It's Wednesday. It's the John LeBang Show.
That's tomorrow.
What are you laughing
That's
at?
Tomorrow. We say that tomorrow.
Roger, if you're hanging around, I'm laughing at your quantum leap quote.
No, we say that tomorrow.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, no, stick around. John LeBang is up next. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you all. Shane B, dude, thanks for calling again and sticking around and Jesus, just being cool on the phone while we all talk over you. And bringing great content, though, for real. And Shane B, where do we find you?
Shane, I love you.
Where do we find you on YouTube, man?
Sick2210.
Sick2210. Check out Shane B's movie reviews. The latest one you did was the, which one was it?
Oh, they got Halloween Kills Kill Halloween.
Hell yeah. Well done, dude.
Homophobic Michael Myers.
All right, good night, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you tomorrow night if time permits. We'll see. We might do a show tomorrow
We
night.
might, yes.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right. We'll see you later.
Good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Kevin's getting tired. It's time to end the show. He really freaking blow. It's end of the Kevin Holly Show.
I'd like to thank you for listening to the Kevin Holly Show. I hope you've had as much fun as we have bringing it to you. It's really been a pleasure, and be sure and get us again next week.
Okay, bye-bye.